Smash that subscribe button. Follow us on Patreon.
Are we gonna do that awkward thing where we don't know if we're live or not, and we're like, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Are we
Are we
live?
on?
Yeah, like we're staring at the camera. Are we live? Hello?
We probably are.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up.
Yeah.
Oh no, we are.
Oh, wow,
we're gonna
we
do
did
that
it.
thing where we check if we're live or
A
not.
self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay,
Awesome.
great. Hello, Singapore, fans of the Improv Company, friends of tabletop role-playing games, whatever. Hi. We're doing something new today. We are gonna play a session of Lady Blackbird. It's a minimalist RPG, super accessible, very little prep. Something that I thought would be fun in this stay-at-home situation, and the best time to kind of like play tabletop role-playing games. How's everyone feeling today?
Good.
Awesome. Excited.
Exciting. Okay, so before we start, I think we want to just quick introduction to some of the things that we're going to be doing today. Again, I want to reiterate that I'm no expert. I literally just started doing this a lot more intensely when circuit breaker started. I think we first want to talk about what are tabletop role-playing games. I think if you played any kind of like computer game, like or computer role-playing game like Final Fantasy or even like Skyrim or any of these other games, like these are role-playing games. You're playing a different character, right? You're exploring a world and you're doing things. The kind of like difference is that in this tabletop role-playing games, you play it on a tabletop with your friends in real life. Of course, we can't do it in real life now, which is why we're on Zoom and we're all trapped in these tiny boxes. So what's going to happen is that these five lovely people are going to be playing different characters in this story. And me, I'm going to be the game master or GM. What I'm generally going to do is to be kind of like ushering the story along, putting dramatic obstacles in these characters' paths, and guiding the story towards a decent-ish conclusion, I hope. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah. But these five people are going to be playing the characters. They're going to be describing and saying and doing everything what their character is doing in the universe of the game. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Awesome.
It was like so forced.
Trying to break the silence.
Okay.
We don't have the audience to laugh or like it's like there's no back, it's just complete silence.
Emptiness.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Sorry? Okay, the kind of like next thing I want to talk about is just like the steampunk genre in general. So Lady Black is kind of designed as designed in the genre of steampunk, and for some people that might be an unfamiliar term. Like, what does steampunk actually mean? Again, I'm no expert, so feel free. My players, please feel free to chime in if you have any better explanations. But from what I know of it, steampunk is a kind of like genre that highlights the kind of like Victorian era kind of thing, where like steam power became like the primary advanced technology of Western civilization. And the steampunk genre kind of like pulls that to a more kind of like extreme, where that there's a lot of steam powered contraptions. Technology really just focuses on steam power rather than like discovering like oil or any other things. And like there's a lot of emphasis on like things like brass and gears and clockwork and like all these kind of things. Things from that kind of like general era. Yeah. In popular media, like for you to have some references to things that have occurred. I'd say like I don't know, has anyone watched like the Mortal Engines movie recently? The one that came out a couple of months ago before this whole thing.
Seen the trailer.
Yeah, so that's kind of steampunk-ish, I guess. Wait, I had like a reference list of like things I wanted to say.
You Extraordinary Gentleman, right? That's steampunky.
Yes. League of
Wild
Extraordinary
Wild
Gentlemen, that's very
West, I guess.
Yeah, Wild Wild West.
Wild West is it is kind of steampunk, but with like a lot of like Western, like elements of like Westerns, like Western like cowboy movies as well. So yeah, it's fun. If you play video games, like things like the Dishonored series, there's a lot of steampunk elements. Yeah, things like that. I'm also been told like the whole like series of like Myst games, like MYST, but I've never played those, so I have no idea. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So steampunk in space. We're gonna need a lot of
yeah, kind of, but with like magic. So we'll see how that goes.
That's interesting. Like I was looking up the costume for steampunk so I could just like dress up, and then like there was a corset, and I was like, nope, I'm tapping out.
Yeah, it's a very specific kind of like aesthetic. Yeah, but there's like huge movements and like
What about Howl's Moving Castle?
Yeah, I think that it has a lot of steampunk elements as well. Yeah. So
Engines.
yeah, there were big steam engines, like this kind of like invention, like advancement, like but with steam power. Yeah, if that makes sense. Yeah, and that kind of like retro futurism of the, like how society would, like what the people in those times would see society like in like 50, 100 years from their time, knowing what they knew then, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's steampunk. Next thing we're kind of just really kind of do a quick overview about is the rules of Lady Blackbird itself. If you want to follow along, you can just go down to the Lady Blackbird site, download the same document that we've all downloaded, we're all referencing right now, and follow along. But fundamentally, it's very simple. What's going to happen is that whenever these characters want to try something that has a chance of failure, what they're going to do is just go roll a bunch of dice. If they get a certain number of hits, anything that's above 4 or more, they will succeed. If they get below the number of hits, they fail. And what the GM will do is kind of like narrate what those consequences of that action is. There's a whole kind of like mechanics about each character has certain traits that they can use to add dice to that roll. Each character also has a certain pool of dice they can add to that roll and kind of like spend their own like mental or physical resources to try and make this attempt a lot more likely to succeed. But generally, fundamentally, what you need to know is that you're going to be rolling a bunch of dice. You're going to hit a target number. If they hit that, they succeed. If they below it, they fail. Yeah, something also important to know for each of these characters is that they're all going to have a number of keys and secrets. So keys are kind of like the characters' motivations, their goals, what drives them, what they're trying to achieve or accomplish within this story. I think each character has like 2 or 3 keys. And what the players are going to do is kind of try and play the characters to kind of like move them towards their keys, their goals. The other kind of main like trait that they have is their secrets. I think this is a bit of a misnomer. They don't have to be secret, but they're called secrets. But what secrets actually are is kind of like innate kind of like abilities or traits they can use or do to do something like special or spectacular. That's something that kind of sets them apart from everyone else. And I said, like I said, these don't have to be secret. They're named secrets. They don't have to be secret. But if the characters want to play them as secrets to the other characters, that's up to them, and it's up to them to see what they do with it. Yeah. Okay. Before we continue, does anyone have any questions about rules or anything? I'm going to proceed.
No, excited to get started.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool stuff. Just one more thing before I get these characters to introduce themselves. I'm just going to quickly tell you. No, actually, I think I'll have the characters introduce themselves first. So, whoever wants to go can go and introduce your character. Let's start with Lady Blackbird.
Logical.
What an amazing background. All of ours.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Natasha, aka Bob. As you know, we're about to embark on a very long journey. I thank you for joining me here, even though I paid you guys. I know you guys have my backs.
You got it, Lady Blackbird.
Thank you. Thank you, Snargle Puff.
Blackbird.
You're always my favorite.
All right, that's great.
Yeah.
Sorry, did you want to say anything else? Or
No, I'm good. Thank you.
cool. I have a question. This
Yes.
thing that you've pasted on your wall behind you, is that like kind of like
What
What is
pasted
that?
what?
I think we're just trying to point out that we can all see Uranus.
My what? That's
Very huge.
My king!
rude. I'm a lady.
it's gonna be that kind of show?
Yep.
I don't know. Is it like your emblem? Is it like the emblem of the house of the
Uh,
Blackbird,
it's-
or is it like what you can see outside your
It's
window?
where
What's
it's
it
where
like?
we are right now.
Okay, cool.
There's fog below us. Yeah, it's called the Wild Blue.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's go to Lady Blackbird's bodyguard, Naomi Bishop.
Hello, I'm Naomi Bishop. I was an ex-slave and a pit fighter, but Lady Blackbird bought me my freedom, and I'm forever indebted to her. And I will protect her until I die. Even if she's safe, I'm going to be there all the time. Always watching. Always watching.
Okay, that's kind of scary, but cool. Just like a quick question for you. Like, how long have you known Lady Blackbird? Like, how did she just hire you as a bodyguard, or have you been in her service for a long time?
I've been in her service for 3 years. It was a hard time in the pits.
We go way back.
We go way back. 3 years is a long time in space years.
Yeah.
Sure. Very different from normal human Earth, yes. Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Let's go over to the captain of the owl, Cyrus Vance.
Hello, my name is Cyrus Vance. It's actually a romanization of my original name. I used to be Cyprus Vanus, but when I enlisted into the Imperial Sky Fleet, they had to romanize my name. I had
cool.
many disciplinary issues when I was in the academy. I did insubordination, breaking rules, but the straw that broke the camel's back was when I refused to fire at a rebellion of slaves. They were rebelling on the imperial capital of Elysium, and I refused to fire. I escaped. I forced all the slaves onto this cargo ship, which is now the Owl, sent them to Haven, where they are now free, and the rest is history. I've been smuggling ever since.
Wow, that's really cool. That's great. That's amazing. One thing I forgot to highlight earlier is that this is a collaborative storytelling experience, right? A lot like improv. Everyone here is kind of like putting in bits of the story. I don't have all the answers. I don't have like pages and pages of like lore and or like like history of this world. What I have is this document and these 5 people, and we're gonna make everything up as you go along. So it's really cool. So now we know that this world has. We know that this world has like slaves. There's been a slave revolt sometime in its history. Something that I think is also really cool is that the Imperial Army, is getting people from a lot of different walks of life, a lot of different like societies and nations to draft them to their army or something, which is cool.
All over the place, yes.
It's great. One question: what did you most like about being a kind of like mercenary or like smuggler? Like, what is the best thing about it?
Well, no one can tell me what to do. I can sail this ship wherever I want, and I have the freedom to do what I want with the appropriate money, which apparently Lady Blackbird has given me a lot.
It's great.
There is no
Okay.
discipline in this man.
All right. Okay, we're gonna cut over to Kale Arkham. Kale, do you want to introduce yourself?
My name is Cale Arkham. I was an orphan on Haven. A lot of orphans there. I made my way through life stealing what I could, and when I got enough, I decided that I would go to engineering school. But my past caught up with me. And when they found out, they threw me on the streets, and they wanted to cut off my hands. So I have a bit of a a tremor now. When they were about to swing the blow, Cyrus, he came down. He was like a meteor, a star, and he saved me. And I owe him my life now. And I'm a bit shaky, but I'm the engineer of the ship, and I'm the first mate. But whatever that means, I'm a bit too scared to ask. But yeah, I guess I would die for him. I'm not as intense as Naomi, but I'll do my best.
Nice. This is great. Thank you very much. One question I have for you. What is it about Cyrus, Captain Cyrus Vance, that you most admire?
I mean, he talks a lot, so I know about his past, and he has a rough history with insubordination, a lot of trouble, and I think that led him to see something in me that no one else could, and that's why he saved me. And I'm with him to the end of the line.
Oh, hidden potential.
I got your back too.
Yes, Captain.
That's great. And okay, so now we go to the last member of this motley crew. It is Snargle, pilot. You want to introduce yourself, Snargle?
Hi, I'm Snargle. I'm a goblin, but don't hold that against me. I'm a pilot. I don't fly by the book because I never went to school. And ever since I was an orphan too, I thought I just wanted to explore the universe, man. So I jumped from ship to ship, and now I'm on the Owl, and I gotta say, it's starting to feel like home. I like it. Now, just because I'm a goblin and you think that, like, oh, goblins, they're so, like, whatever, but I'm really caring inside. I care about these guys. So even though I'm small, as you can see, I'm smaller than everyone. I got a big heart.
You don't care much for the ship, though. I'm not paid overtime, but I've had to do so many repairs since you were the pilot. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, you got to push the engines, man. You got to push the burners, or else what's the point?
I've never seen this ship do so many revolutions in 1 minute until you took control.
It's been said that I'm a revolutionary flyer.
This is great. Thank you very much. One question for Snargle. Why did you decide to be the pilot of the Owl? I mean, like, I'm sure there's 100 dozens of other skyships that you could pilot. Why the Owl?
I don't know. It's certainly not the crew. They're all very smelly. Don't pay the best. But when I saw the Owl, I felt a real kinship to it. Like I was drawn toward it, and I knew I wanted to fly her. So here I am, taking care of my baby.
Nice. All right. It's great. So everything that these characters have said is now part of the story, and we're going to see how it goes. Sorry, I had one more question, like something a bit more substantial for Lady Blackbird. Why did you approach Captain Cyrus Vance and his crew to smuggle you?
Well, to be honest, they were the cheapest on the market. And in times like this, we have to be cautious with the money that we spend. Naomi actually recommended them. She said she had a good vibe.
Okay.
And I trust her vibe. Yes.
Nice.
I don't like the pilot. Too many jokes, but
I think he's pretty cute. You gotta cut him some slack.
I'm cuddly.
He is cuddly. Not that I would know because we don't cuddle, but he looks cuddly.
I'm like Baby Yoda. You just want to
Okay. Well, yeah.
Baby Yoda piloting this huge ship. Yeah.
That's kind of cute. Fun, Naomi.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Sorry.
I am not impressed.
Come on, it's adorable. Like this ship was built for a human, and I'm so tiny. I have to like drive I'm like reaching up. You don't think that's cute?
No,
It's pretty cute.
I made
In
that
spite of
baby
his
seat.
tininess. Sorry.
Goblin.
I made the baby seat. You're welcome.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
It took us about 2 weeks to calibrate the seat to make sure he could reach everything.
Just about. I can barely reach it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you everyone for introducing the characters. We're gonna begin. I'm going to very quickly start the scene. It's gonna be in medias res, basically. So we're gonna dive right into the action. So here's the story so far. Lady Blackbird is on the run from an arranged marriage to Count Carlo, and so she hired this smuggler ship called the Owl and its captain Cyrus Vance, and his crew to get her to the far reaches of this place called the Remnants, so she can be with her once secret lover, the pirate king, Uriah Flint. However, just before reaching this halfway point between the halfway point of Haven, the Owl was pursued and captured by the Imperial cruiser called the Hand of Sorrow. And this is basically this huge, gigantic, floating battleship. And the Owl was captured, and now these 5 characters are locked in the brig, kind of like a holding cell in the depths of the ship. So let's begin. The 5 of you are locked in the brig of the Hand of Sorrow. I'm going to play some thematic background music. What do you want to do?
We're in the cell right now?
Yes. The cell is kind of like it's a very small closed room. There's like a door in front. It's not it's not barred. It's a heavy steel door. There's like a little porthole in it, which you can the guards come and look and check on you at times.
At the bars, I might knock my head against the bar. Sorry?
Sorry, it's not barred. It's like a little porthole with like glass in it.
A porthole, okay. I'm still knocking my head against the wall, and I'm trying to mumble to Snuggle. I told you we could have used a better flag. Why would you use a flag that warrants off all signals?
I think it looks nice.
Captain, that's the least of our issues. That's the hand of. We're in the Hand of Sorrow. That's Imperial cruiser. You're Imperial, right? Why? We're so small. Why? Why is it the Hand?
Can I also point out that why do all their ships have such menacing names? The Hand of Sorrow, the Fist of the North Star. It's get it.
It was a PR project. It went south, but they had to stick with the name. It was too bad.
We're not even sure why they're holding us in here. Maybe they don't know Lady Blackbird is who she is.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. I think I gotta disguise myself as something. I think I look too pretty. You know what I mean? One look at me and they'll know. They'll know I'm Lady Blackbird. There's some dirt on me.
Captain, you know what she means, right? You know that she says she's too pretty. You know what she means, right, Captain?
I do not know what you're talking about. But anyway, this is out of the discussion. We need to get to the ship, otherwise they will discover what we were riding. The Owl was a former Imperial Navy vessel, and they're gonna find out who we are.
Well, at least they're not very smart. I mean, they locked all of us together. Should we try to break out of here? I don't know, Kayla, is there anything you can do with the door?
Naomi could break it down or something.
What does the door look like?
No, Naomi just comes to because that's the only way they could have captured her, by knocking her out.
Okay.
Oh, what? Why? What? Where are we?
I go over and I slap her, and we are in a locking cell. Now, do you know how to break this door? Are you strong enough?
Captain, if I may, I think we might want to take a more subtle approach here.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Did you just slap my bodyguard?
I can be subtle.
I am not slapping him. I'm just waking her up.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Well, she's awake and you're in trouble.
Awake. I'm awake.
Before they kill each other.
Grab him by the ruff of his neck
no.
and casually toss him aside.
Oof.
I get up and I was like, let me try that door.
Miss Bishop.
What does puny human want?
Okay. Just let me take a look. Just for a sec. Then you can get it with your hands. I'll take a look at the door.
Okay. Like I said, it's a big steel door, rectangular. There's like a very hefty kind of lock set into it. Looks like it takes a big iron key. And you remember seeing the Imperial soldiers kind of lock you up inside here. They were carrying these huge iron keys that used to lock you up inside.
I'm gonna reach into one of my many pouches that I have and pick out a pair of lockpicks that they didn't get because I have the secret of concealment, and I will try and pick this lock.
Nice. Okay. So you're gonna try and attempt to pick the lock, yeah? So this is gonna be like the first check of the game. So you get 1 die for just trying to attempt this, right?
Yeah.
So looking at your traits, what traits do you think apply to this situation?
I have burglar.
Okay.
Under burglar, there's the tags lock and dexterous. Would dexterous help me here?
Yeah, I'd say dexterous would help you here.
All right. So I get 4 dice.
Yeah, so that's 4. So you get 1 for trying, 1 for the trait burglar, and then 1 each for dexterous and locks. So you just want to roll that 4, or do you want to spend some of your own pool dice to see if it's successful?
I'll put a pool dice
to
in.
make it more likely to be successful. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll put a pool dice in. So I have a total of 5.
Okay.
How hard is
I
it
say
to
this?
build the door?
Yeah, I'd say this lock is, it's a standard lock. I'd say it's a 3. It's not easy, but it's not like impossible.
All right.
So you need to get 3 dice that are 4 or higher. Yeah.
Oh my god. 3 5s and a 6.
Yeah, that's success.
Oh, awesome!
So you hear like a soft kind of click as like the mechanism like unlatches and like the door swings open. Do you want to let it swing open completely, or are you gonna try to catch it?
As it swings
or
open,
like, what do you want to do?
I definitely catch it. And you see as the lock, as the pick comes out of the lock, mysteriously the hand is still shaking, but it still works somehow.
It's great. The door like slightly like creaks open, but you manage to catch it before it makes too much of a noise. Yeah. Before I want to describe everything else, like how do the other characters feel, think, react to this going on?
I'm a little disgruntled that I didn't get to break down the door. But ready to go. Tiny humans ruin everything.
I'm dusting off myself from the floor, and I'm like, "Oh look, the door is open. Thank you, Kyle." Pat, and then I walk out.
I'm like super proud of Kale, and I leap up and I tap him on the back, and then I get into sneaky mode because now it's my time to shine. Goblin.
I'm rubbing dirt on my face because I don't want people to know me. If they get me.
Okay.
I am a peasant.
Lady, that's offensive. That is very offensive, lady.
Hale is terrified of Naomi.
Are we all in the corridor now? Can we make our way to the loading bay?
Wait, is there no guard guarding us?
Is there a guard?
So right now the 5 of you are still in the cell. Kale's at the door. It's slightly ajar. Yeah, what do you want to do, Kale? Do you want to look out, or does anyone else want to do something else specific?
I think I should peek through.
Yes.
Peek around. Do a little
Snargle, can you do a bit of ops? Scan. Is anyone out there?
Yeah. Do I do a check for that?
I think in this case you don't have to. You kind of like peer out the door. What you see is this long, a long kind of like passageway. There are other kind of like steel doors, like kind of arrayed and kind of like opposite each other down the corridor. Towards your right, as you look out the cell, you see that there is a kind of like a area where there's like there's some like crates and like barrels, like it looks like a storage area, like it's like coils of rope and things like that. To your left, you can see this passageway with like all these doors, like other steel doors, and at the end of that hallway, after about like two more doors, you see another door. This one is like more like a bulkhead. It's like a rounded oval. It's got a the same kind of like porthole in the top, but it has like a big kind of like wheel in the center. Yeah. You can also see in silhouetted in this porthole, the silhouettes of 2 heads. They look like they're wearing the imperial like hat. You can see like occasionally one of them will kind of like turn and like they seem to be having a conversation basically, but at this distance you can't hear what they're saying.
They can't see us at this moment.
No, they're facing away from the door.
What do you think, Captain? Should we head right for the ship, you think? Try to get out of here?
Let's try and get out of here. I know this ship is over manpowered for us to tackle. I know that the loading bay should be 2 floors below us, but I can't remember where the lift is. Is it just one corridor?
I don't know. I was super confused. Should we go knock out those two guys? Maybe Naomi can do her knocking like she wants to, and then we can question them.
They took your gun, right, Captain? You can probably.
Oh,
get,
yes,
get
my
it- get it-
gun. I
get it
forgot.
back.
I'm a double shooter. Perhaps I need to steal their guns.
Yeah, that's great, Captain. You look great with those guns.
Am I finally allowed to do my thing now?
I have my arm overconfidently over Naomi's like shoulders and say, "You can use your talents. Follow me." And I walk with her towards the two guys.
Okay. How are you doing this? And so for both of you, how are you doing this? You like kind of like striding up to the door, or are you
I'm going to pretend that I'm a civilian engineer so that we can get as close to them as possible.
okay?
And then when we're very, very close that they cannot escape, Naomi can like knock them out.
Can I distract them? I want to distract them.
Yeah. So the crew will the crew Snargle, myself, Kale will distract them and like try to get their attention. Naomi gets in position and whack them out.
I'm liking the plan. Lady, please stay here. Don't involve yourself in all of this.
Okay.
Just to clarify, the guards are on the other side of the door from where you are now. So
Yeah, we gotta go through the door.
Yeah, you have to go through the door to kind of
Oh,
like
we have to
interact
go.
with them. They're not on
right.
the same side of the door as you are. They're on the other side. They're guarding the door from the outside.
Does it have the same kind of window with glass?
Yeah, it has like same kind of like round porthole set into the top of
But
the door.
it's unlocked, right? There's just the wheel.
There's a big wheel. You don't know if it's unlocked or not.
All right. Should we check if the door's locked, guys?
I can take another look if you want. I have perceptive to see if the door is locked. Or...
I don't think this is a thing that has a chance of failure. You know, it's you can look at the door and see, right? So
All right.
you can see that there is no visible kind of like locking mechanism on this side of the door. It's just this giant wheel.
Wait, so you guys want to distract the guards, right?
Yeah.
Why don't I cast a spell, a wind spell that distracts them, and then would that work?
But we still
And
have
then
the
you guys
Blackbird,
kick
you
down the door,
Lady Blackbird, you have a point. Why
right?
not we use the wind to pretend that there's a hole in the hull? The soldiers will have to evacuate us, and when they come, we knock them out.
There's a what
We're
in the
gonna try to
what?
get them to come
There's
into
a
here.
hole in the hull, so there's a leakage in the ship.
Very
I'm
smart,
sorry, my
Captain.
my accent is very, very all
It's
over the
okay. My
place.
ears are just tuning into
I am
your
cousins
words.
with Gru. If you've known Gru before,
I'm not sure. I know a lot of people.
yes, Gru and his 3 annoying girls.
Right. All right.
What?
So I'll cast that spell then, Captain.
I don't know that.
Shall we try that?
All
Go
right.
for it.
Yeah, sure. So
Yes.
just paint the picture for me. Where are you all standing? Like, there's the cell, there's the corridor, there's the door, and then the guards on the other side. Where's
Okay.
everyone? What is everyone doing?
I'm going to be wherever the lady is. So like right behind her, towering over.
Okay. So you guys stand behind me so you guys don't get hit by my spell casting thing.
I'm gonna cling on to the door so that when the
Okay.
wind comes, there'll be some theatrics, and I'll just probably shout like, "Oh no, there's a hole! There's a hole! Get us out of here!"
Oh, that is very smart.
And now I'm
Okay.
gonna cling on to Captain Vance's
Yeah.
legs and be like, oh no, I'm being blown away.
I hold your hand like, make sure you hold tight to my belt. This is gonna get really rough.
I'm going to stand just behind Naomi. Just make sure Naomi is between me and anything that could kill me.
Okay, so and just to clarify, like Naomi, you're standing like at the side of the door, like out of the vision of the porthole, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Let's have Lady Blackbird do the check first. So you get 1 die for trying.
Yes.
What traits and tags do you think will apply in this situation?
Master Sorcerer.
Sure. Clearly.
Wind.
Sure. Wind.
What's channeling?
I mean, it's up to you to define. Like, what I feel like it is like, you know, if you want to do magic that kind of like lasts for a duration, it's not just like
Okay.
kind of like instant kind of like thing, but you want to have something last with this channeling kind of spell.
Okay, channeling and spellcaster.
Okay, so channeling,
3.
wind, spellcaster, it's 3, plus master sorcerer is 4, plus 1 for trying, it's 5.
Oh,
do you
does
want...
deception count? Cunning, deception, because we are distracting
Yeah.
them.
Sure, yeah,
This
let's
is
do that.
the-
So I'll say cunning and deception count as well. So that's 7 dice in total.
Pretty good.
Okay,
All right.
yeah. So go and roll. I would say that this is a 3.
3.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll on behalf of Lady Blackbird.
Thank you,
So I'm rolling
Snuggle.
7 6-sided dice, right? 76.
Yeah, 7 6-sided dice. Yes, correct.
Hold on. And roll.
Did you say it's a 3?
Yeah,
see,
you
got-
get 3 hits.
Not so good. We got 5 and a 6, and the rest are under.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Only got 2.
Any 4s?
Nope.
Okay, so that's
Okay.
unsuccess then. Okay, what happened? Sure, so you channel this spell. There's like a huge kind of like a wind tunnel kind of effect where things are being blown. The thing is that the door is quite thick, and from what you can see in that porthole, the guys are just having their conversation. They just they don't seem to be turning around looking at anything. They just
I crawl as quickly as I can towards the door, and I start hammering at the porthole.
Oh, okay.
I'm just holding
I
on to
also-
it.
Yeah. Like
I
I'm
also-
trying to like hold on to Snargle while I'm like,
I also
you
try hammering.
bastards!
I also try hammering and I accidentally break through the porthole.
Whoops.
You smashed the glass.
Yeah, I smashed the glass. Can I? I mean, is it a check? To
I
smash
think
the
that would be a check. Yeah. If you want to hit it hard enough to smash the glass, I think that would be a check.
Wait, she has a secret though. The secret instruction.
glass?
Oh.
Ah, yes.
I can break
Which is-
things with my bare hands. It's scary.
Ooh.
Okay, then let's not there be a check. You smash it hard enough that the glass shatters, and the two guys kind of like, huh, what's going on? And they kind of like look into the hole, and they can see this wind blowing things, and you're all pretending to be being blown out of this small passageway. You hear I've got this sound. You hear the wheel kind of like squeak. You hear it?
I can hear it.
Very subtly, but yes.
Yeah.
From the other side of the door.
You hear the door kind of like wait, I have to start with this too. I can't find
Hurry
it.
up and turn the
okay.
bloody thing.
The door kind of like clunk and like creaks open, groans open with this heavy metal sound, right? I mean, you can see the two guards, they're dressed in like the Imperial uniform. One of them has the kind of like saber out, and it's like, what's going on in here? Why are the prisoners free?
Okay.
Corporal, there's a breach in our cell. Someone has shot on the fire. You need to evacuate us. Come inside, quick.
Who are you? Aren't you one of the prisoners?
I am, but isn't it your duty to evacuate us if there's a breach in the hole?
Okay, I go over to Naomi and I go, Naomi, isn't this your time to shine?
Good.
Yeah, my hand is like behind, like, any time now. Come,
Yeah, okay.
come in.
I'm waiting so that when they come in, I like kind of grab their heads and just like clunk it together.
Ooh.
Oh,
Perfect.
Nice. Okay, so this is definitely a check. So, what traits and what text do you think apply here?
We don't want to knock them out though. We want to be able to question them.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or at
don't
least
think
one
so.
of them. We need to question at least one of them.
Yeah.
She does not know her own strength. Okay, just letting you know.
Perfect. Don't worry about it.
So okay, there's pit fighter and bodyguard. So I'm probably-
Okay, sure.
Under that it'll be brutal, hard.
Okay, hard.
Disarm. Does that count?
Are you
Disarm them
specifically
of
trying
their
to disarm
senses.
them of their weapons?
I mean, if they are unconscious, they don't get to use their weapons. So like, disarmed.
Mm, sure, I'll give you that. So
Yeah,
disarm
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
Okay, great. But defend because I'm defending everyone else.
Okay, sure.
She's definitely defending me.
7.
I feel very.
Okay, I'd say this is a pretty difficult maneuver. You're trying to like grab two people's heads and smash them together, just hard enough that they are concussed, but not hard enough to knock them out or kill them. So I'm gonna say this is a 4. You're gonna have to try and hit a 4. Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I want to help out.
Oh yes. I completely forgot about this mechanic. If you want to help out, you can contribute 1 of your own pool dice to any other character's check.
Yes, I'm gonna help, and I'm gonna give her 1 dice, and I'm gonna do some kind of distractions to get them off guard. If we succeed.
Okay, great.
8, right?
What is the distraction like? What is Snuggle doing? Like?
I'm gonna tell them a joke. So like, she's like getting her gloves ready. I can see it, and I go up to them and I go, hey guys, what do you call it when a goblin becomes a vampire? And they go, what? And I go, it's called a hemoglobin goblin, right? And they're like,
Cyrus is like trying his best to hold his laughter from the cadets.
It failed, guys.
So I give her 1 of my dice.
Yeah, so you're rolling.
Other people can help too, though.
Okay.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to help as well, you can describe how your character's helping, and you can spend 1 of your pool dice to help out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just laughing.
Very helpful, thank you.
I'm constantly making like random gibberish as I'm like trying to usher the 2 men into the cell. Like there is a hole it's intruding. There's someone shooting at us. You need to see this now. Get inside. We need to get everyone out.
I'm like,
Let's hear some
you get
Russian.
it? You get it? Hemogoblin? You know?
The guy in the doorway is very confused. He's brandishing his saber, like pointing it back and forth towards the 2 of you. He's like, what are these? Like, what is going on? Like, he's just very confused. Okay, so Cyrus, do you want to contribute 1 die to this roll as well?
Okay. Yeah.
So that's 1 from Snuggle, 1 from Cyrus. So that's 9 in total. So Naomi, you're gonna roll 9 dice and see whether you succeed. Yeah?
We need 3, right? Is that we need 3
4.
successful?
You need 4. You need 4 hits.
4. Okay.
4, okay. I've been unlucky today. Let's see. 4, right?
Yeah.
3 6s. 4 6s. Hey.
Nice. Congrats.
Wow.
Get in the cell.
Yeah. Do you want Naomi? Do you want to describe what happens? Like, what do you actually do?
Okay, so like the with all the ushering and all, they're just like confused as hell. They walk into the cell. I step in behind them like I'm this towering woman. Imagine Cassandra from like Assassin's Creed, and I'm just like I grab them by their heads. Are they wearing helmets?
They're wearing just like hats.
Hats. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Hats are nothing in my hands. Like grab them by the head and just do clunk. You hear a very sickening clunk sound as their heads go together, and they like, and I'm just like, easy peasy.
Yeah, they both slump to the ground. Great. Okay, so now the 2 guards standing outside this passageway have been kind of like knocked out. What do y'all want to do? What is everyone doing? How are your characters reacting to that?
I am
They're
impressed
knocked
by the
unconscious?
yeah.
Is that what Naomi said was happening?
No,
One is unconscious and one is not.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
So seeing that display of force, like Captain Cyrus is just very impressed, but trying to look cool and like, yes, I expected this. And I walk over to like grab their firearms and put them in my own holster.
Each of them is carrying a saber, which is like a long thin sword. Each of them is also carrying a flintlock pistol.
I'll
it's
take
it's
one
kind of like
saber.
One
and I'll take
shot. And
2
you have to
pistols.
kind of, like, reload. Yeah. Okay.
And while I'm grabbing one of the pistols, I step over the knee of one of the slightly unconscious, not yet dead
Ow.
people, and it's like screaming and oh, shut up! And I grab the pistol.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess we should question them to find out where our ship is, right?
Yeah. More pounding.
Not too much pounding. We still need them to tell us verbally where the elevator is.
Good point. As I grab the not fully unconscious one by the collar and just go.
Yeah, and you're like, what's going on? The prisoners are free. And he kind of like just tries to grab your arm that's holding him up.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
cute. I was like, I take my bandana and just stuff it in his mouth in case he screams.
Okay. You kind of like you feel him struggling.
Okay. And then because I'm a creature of conscience, I don't like to see even enemies struggle. So I kind of like go to Neo and be like, hey, relax. We got him. We can close the door. It's unlocked now. We can close him so no one can hear. So we can just ask him questions.
Okay. He's shaken up for you. I drop him.
He lands
with
like
my-
thunk on the ground.
With my authority, I start questioning him.
Nice.
Okay. What do you want to ask him? Like, what do you want to say? How do you want to say it? How do you want to ask it?
Hey boy, look at me when I'm talking. Where's our ship?
Who are you?
I'm the owner of the ship. You don't have to know. I'm nobody. Nobody at all. Nobody of importance. Anyway, just answer the question.
Sorry, just to clarify, have you all kind of like dragged this guard back into your cell? Or
Yes.
are you interrogating him in the hallway, or like what's going on?
In the cell, right?
In the cell. Okay, cool.
Close the door.
No one can hear anyone scream.
Okay.
Although the window is broken, so
The window of the there's this cell block, the corridor, and like the door to this cell block, that window's broken because that's where the guards came in. That's
Okay. So our cell
It's
block.
okay. There's a long time before it change shifts. We have enough time. Just interrogate this guy.
And then while they're doing the questioning, Snargle like jumps up and grabs the porthole. Is like keeping lookout.
Oh, great.
Aw, so cute.
Nice.
Everything clear, Snargle?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. It seems to be quiet for now. Okay, so sorry, cutting back to this interrogation, the soldier is on the ground, you're standing over him or something, I guess.
Okay.
He says, I don't answer questions for prisoners.
But she's so charming. She has so many things that will work.
That is very true.
Yes, she is really charming. I mean, very
Oh, I'm like-
convincing. Not convincing, not charming. Convincing.
Would you like to live, boy? Or my
Ooh.
colleague here can finish you off.
I crack my knuckles very loudly and very menacingly.
Okay, so I think this is going to be a check as well. So Lady Blackbird, you're the one doing this check. Naomi, if you want to help, you can help by contributing 1 dice. So Lady Blackbird, what traits do you think are applicable here?
Charm, presence,
Sure, charm, presence. Okay.
and charisma. Does that count? Yeah.
I would say I think command would probably work more. You try
Yeah.
to
Oh yeah,
get
command.
this guy to do
Command.
something for you, right? Yeah.
I
So I
didn't
think
do that.
command would work.
Yes,
Yeah.
command. So
Okay.
that's 3.
Yeah.
I will contribute. So can I contribute just like a tag, or it has to be like a trait and a tag?
No. So what happens is when you contribute, you just describe how you're helping, and you contribute 1 die to this attempt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
One of your own pool die. Yeah.
Okay, I mean intimidation. I'm like, huge. I have a threat tag, so I'm just gonna be very threatening in the background.
Yeah, and like describe that. Like, what does Naomi look like when she's threatening? Like, what is she doing? What is she saying? How is she carrying herself?
She's a very muscular, like she's a ex-pit fighter. She has scars all over her arms, and she's like she can knock you out with a look. She literally says it's scary in my notes. So she's flexing. It's like muscles are popping, and she's just like standing like that. It's like, are you gonna answer or not?
Nice. Right, I love it. So that's so Lady Blackbird, you got 1 die for trying, 1 die for your trait, 2 die for your tags, and then 1 from Naomi that's helping out. So that's 5 in total. Do you want to spend any of your own pool dice to kind of like make it more likely? Okay.
1.
1. So that's 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This is I'm gonna say it's a 3. You've kind of like have him at his mercy, but he's still got some loyalty to the as far as he knows and understands, you're just prisoners, but you're threatening him with his life, so that is something. So it's a 3. So let's see if you manage to convince him to tell you where your ship is.
Yeah, remind me again, we're rolling 5 dice. Is that right?
6.
6 dice.
Okay. Rolling. I got 5, 6, 2 5s, a 4, and a 6.
Nice.
That's a success. So okay, and you can see his eyes kind of like dart between you and like Naomi, and like, okay, look, don't kill me, all right? I'll talk. What do you want to know? You want to know your ship is? It's in the hangar, the hangar bay, front part of the ship.
Okay, Kale, get over here.
I walk over.
You will tell my colleague Kale where exactly the ship is.
Yeah, front of the ship doesn't really. It's like okay.
Yeah, we need.
There's no
We
orientation.
need details.
I take out a piece of paper and I take out a pen.
Google Map it for us.
We want the
The
blueprint.
pen and paper.
He's like,
I do what you say.
okay, so he basically kind of like divulges, like, you're in like the brig, like the holding cell block, which is like towards the back of the ship, right? There is you have to kind of like travel up 4 decks and hit just straight across to where the hangar bays are, where the big the smaller sky ships will land. There's like these like big like hangar bay doors that open that lets the smaller ships kind of like land on this larger ship itself.
It's like a helicarrier kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Thanks. Was that so hard?
Okay. Can we tie them up and then take their costumes? I'm sure a little bit more disguise would help.
Is it gonna fit?
Not me. It's not gonna fit me.
I take off one of the coats for myself, and I pass another coat to Kale.
I take the coat and it barely fits. It's like way too large for me. And you can see the coat.
I try to like roll it in. I tuck it in. There.
Okay.
Now you are Imperial as well. Ha ha ha.
I am imperial. Is that right?
You don't need to be racist to me. It's just
Oh, sorry. So sorry.
I'll just having a fun time. It's like real too.
No, I'm just kidding. Come this way.
Is this a joke?
What?
No, I'm asking.
And I go, yes, one day you will understand. Joke.
Yes, I know I have flat humor. It's perfectly fine. Don't worry. I've heard worse. Just come. I think that man said it's this way, right?
Yeah, I have the map. Just follow the map.
I draw my sword and I just follow Kale wherever he leads us. I think that man said it's this way, right?
Yeah.
So, Naomi, you said you wanted to tie up the guards. Is that right?
I wanted to. Do we even have anything to tie them up with?
Yep. So as I mentioned, as you exit the cell and turn right, there's this like small storage area where there's some like crates and barrels, and like there's like some coils of rope there. If you want to use it to tie up people, you can do that if you want.
Yeah, I quickly just go over, take some rope, and then just tie them up really tightly and like gag them as well.
Oh, gag as well. Like he's like
with their own socks. With their own socks.
With their own socks.
Brutal.
Okay,
Very
so
He's a monster.
As you're like kind of binding them and gagging them, like the soldier who's conscious is like, you'll never get away with this. Captain Hollis will get.
Oh, do they have any?
Wait, Captain Hollis is on board this ship.
Do you know who that is, Captain?
Yes, he is a training mate of mine, but I hope he does not recognize what I look like right now. Never mind, all the more we must get off this ship as quickly as possible. He is very vicious.
Okay, I have an idea, Captain. He probably recognizes your very characteristic voice, so maybe like try to mask your voice so he doesn't hear you. You know, sound carries.
Maybe in a higher pitch or something.
Try a different register.
Oh.
Maybe a different accent.
Oh, very good. Keep going.
I mean, sound like some random Singaporean like this.
That's great.
Oh,
yeah.
wonderful.
I think I can sustain this for a
Man,
while. I don't know how long I can sustain this. I'm just trying my best, and I make sure the coat is the bag is like covering up my face, and I I follow behind Kale. Kale, lead the way.
Before
I mean,
we leave,
lead the way.
do the cards have any keys or no? It's just they're too low down on the ladder.
The cards have any what? Sorry.
Keys? Do they have keys? Would they have
You
keys?
can try searching them to find out.
Yes, I would like to search, and I would like to take any shinies I find on the way.
Okay. I don't think this will be a check. I mean, aside from the each of them is carrying a flintlock pistol, each of them is carrying a saber. So, as far as I understand, Cyrus has taken both pistols and one saber. Is anyone taking the other saber, or is he gonna leave it there?
I feel like I should have one. I don't think Naomi has any. Like, she's a living weapon, apparently.
Yes,
But I
you
will take-
should have armed yourself.
I actually take one pistol.
Lady Blackbird's got rapier and shooting.
Oh, okay. Does
But
she
I mean-
have anything? Does she have like I can okay, I take out one pistol and hand it to the lady. I'm just like, it's good that you should know how to defend yourself. And I just
Well-
like throw one pistol.
Oh, and then I reach into their pockets and their bandoliers and stuff, and I take all the the powder and the musket balls because those things take forever to reload, and I'll be a reloading goblin.
What powder is
Okay.
this?
Sure.
Like black powder.
Oh, okay.
Powder.
Black powder.
Black
Yeah. It's like gunpowder, like not
Mm.
not like drugs.
Yeah, I got like ramrod.
Kale, on one of the guards, the one that was knocked actually unconscious, you actually find a key ring. It has a couple of keys dangling from it. There's the kind of like big iron keys. There's like 6 of them in total.
Nice.
And in this hallway there are 6 doors. So make of that what you will.
It's like an escape room, Kale. It's like an escape room. You ever been one of those?
I force
I'm very good at them. You see, the keys are just jangling a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else should hold them.
Mm.
You want to give us away?
I'll hold them.
Okay. Lady.
Thank you, Lady Blackbird.
We should lock them in. The
Yeah.
cell.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna lock the guards, the bound and gagged guards into the cell that y'all just escaped
With
out
the
of.
door with the window that's broken.
There's
it's
other
not-
door.
Okay.
The
other
It's
other
not
window's
broken.
broken.
That's the
The
other
cell
door.
window is not broken. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you as you kind of like try the keys, you find out on the 4th one, the one that fits, right? And you lock the cell that y'all just escaped off with the 2 guards still there. The one guard who is conscious is like kind of like trying to like basically struggle against his bonds. But yeah, it's locked. So now the 5 of you are standing in this hallway in the rest of this prison cell block with like this like 5 other locked doors and this now unlocked and open door with its window also shattered. What do you want to do?
Can we check all the other cells?
Are there other cells or are there just other rooms?
Yeah, other cells.
Hallway.
Yeah, it's a hallway with 5 other doors aside from the door that y'all escaped, the cell that y'all escaped from.
As in, do they all have that window that we had?
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
similar.
You want to look through the windows?
Should we
Yeah.
all? There's 4 of. There's 5 of us. Should we all take one?
Okay.
While
Okay,
Carl is like
yeah.
leading at the front, like pointing out the way, we're like making sure that everyone's clear, checking through windows, making sure no one's seeing
Yeah,
anything.
Snuggles on point because sneaky.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we all go to our
Um,
windows.
Okay. How should I do this?
How does Snuggle reach his window? Does he have a step stool?
I just jump,
Oh,
cling in.
Snargle can also stretch, right?
Yeah, I can also grow taller, but I'm like, I'm not trying to show off here.
Okay. For everyone else, the cells that you look into are empty. They looks very similar to the cells you just escaped out of. Featureless room. There's like a bench on like chains, attached to the back of it. But for the one that Snuggle is looking through, that bench actually has a figure on it, and in your like jump as you kind of look, it seems to be like a goblin-shaped figure.
I go, mommy, because I have abandonment issues as an orphan. I go, Captain, there's a goblin in here. Can we try to save them? It could be my mommy.
Do we really have the time for this?
Ish.
I walk over to like the door to see like if this goblin is of any use.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
And I go,
I am a
Captain.
battle-hardened captain. I'm like, okay, is that?
And I go, Captain, what if you thought the same thing about me? Just remember, we can be of use.
As you peer into that porthole, the figure is indeed a goblin-shaped figure. It's wearing very like ragged and tattered clothes. It doesn't seem to be moving. Like it doesn't seem to be breathing.
Hello. Are you still in there? Are you still alive?
Are you just talking to the porthole? 'Cause it's a steel
Glass
door.
porthole. Oh,
glass,
okay. I thought
yeah,
it was a bad thing.
No. It's all
Knock,
glass.
knock.
The high tech.
You can just open the door, you know, that we have
Yeah,
the
Kale has keys.
Oh, it's a Lady Blackbird.
Here you go.
If you after you.
I unlocked it.
Oh, wait, you have the keys. Okay.
Yeah, I have the keys.
Yeah, the door swings open. Again, with like another metallic groan, like sense that this place is not very well maintained. And it's clear that this figure of the goblin is motionless on this bench. Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I creep because I'm very like my heart's breaking. So I quickly run over to the goblin and I shake them.
Okay. As you shake them, you can hear like a rattling, and you notice that the goblin's arm is chained to the bench, like it's a piece of wood like attached to the wall by chains, right? And this goblin is also chained to that one of those chains, so it's medical. Its freedom of movement is restricted, basically. You also, as you step in, you also notice that there's a very strong smell. Just near the door, like on the right, there is like a metal tray on it, like some like plate. There's a plate of like food that has gone bad. Like from the smell of it, it's been lying there for like 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. Now I check if the goblin's breathing.
The goblin is not breathing.
And I say, Captain, these imperial bastards, you see what they've done?
Now you know why I left.
I don't think
And
I'm ever
I
going to
walk
find my mommy.
I walk over and he's very small, right? I put a hand on his head because he's too small to reach like his shoulders or anything. So I just reach his head and I go, "We will burn them to the ground, little one.
Okay.
Now don't cry. We will burn them."
And then I guess I leave the room. I am upset and I leave the room. I'm like, let's get her off.
I think most of the people here will probably be dead or immobilized, so we might as well just go straight to the ship.
And it's a good idea, Captain.
Kyle, could you lead the way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll move up.
So you want to leave this cell block here and try to head into the greater part of the ship?
Yep.
Okay. When you open the door with the shattered window, which is the entrance to the cell block, right? It opens up into the rest of the ship. It's a long kind of like corridor that you can see kind of like splits off into it arrives at a cross, like a T junction, like a cross junction. Sorry. So like a corridor continues forward, and then there's like a passage going left and a passage going right. Now that the door is open, you can hear a lot more of the sounds of the ship. You can hear like the various like hissings and mechanisms, like it's like that they're keeping the ship aloft. You can hear like the soft like drone of the Hand of Sorrow's like engines. You can also hear like various like steam hisses. Like the corridor is lined with like pipes and valves, and you can hear like, occasionally steam will like hiss out of like valves and things. Yeah, this corridor it has like a metal like kind of like grate as a flooring, and it leads down into this cross junction. It goes left, right, and you can continue forward.
As Kale is walking up ahead, you notice that as he walks into this room, the sort of mechanical lullaby of the ship actually kind of soothes him. You see he starts to shake a little less, and he straightens up his posture, and he turns back to his crew and he says, I'll take the lead. Follow as quietly as you can, and then I'm gonna sneak ahead.
Good man, good man.
Okay.
Maybe Naomi is a little taken because this sounds exactly like the ship she was taken on when she was first enslaved.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna sneak ahead and peek around the corners, the cross section.
Okay. How? Okay. So Kale's in front. Where's everyone else? It's like, what are they doing? How are they sneaking?
I
What's
am
going
directly behind Kyle with like my imperial coat like covering my clothes, trying to hide my face. But my hand is always ready at one of my either my firearm or the scabbard
Okay.
in case we need to like fight back.
I'm
Okay.
behind the captain with the
Uh-huh.
keys still in my pocket and
Okay.
holding the pistol.
Okay.
Snargle like wipes the tears out of his eyes, and he's like, and then he bounds up into like the rafters, like the machinery above, ready to
Okay.
jump on anyone if anyone's like.
Oh, interesting. Nice. I like it.
Naomi's not very sneaky, so she brings up the rear just to make sure that we're not being followed.
Clomp down the metal. Sure. Kale, as you kind of like approach this cross junction, you hear a sound. You hear kind of like what sounds like footsteps. Like sounds like 3 people walking across, the same metal bit you're walking on. It sounds like it's coming from the passage that leads to the right of where you are, like where you're facing.
To the left cross, basically.
Where you're facing, the rightmost passage.
Okay. I put up a hand to hold everyone, and I tell everyone to get low. And I wait. I wait until they get sort of within arm's range of me.
Okay. So
As
everyone's
they-
hiding.
Yeah.
Trying to press against the walls, whatever.
I
Okay.
walk closer to Lady Blackbird and I'm feeling her arm as well. Like,
Okay. As the footsteps kind of like round the corner, you see a man. He's dressed in imperial uniform. He looks a bit more. His uniform is a bit more not opulent, like more like embellished than the guards that you disarmed. He's got like fancy epaulets. He's got like a symbol of rank over his left shoulder, left breast. He's flanked by 2 soldiers dressed in uniforms very similar to the guards that you incapacitated. He turns down to where the 5 of you are. Kale, are you hiding or are you just pressed against the wall?
I'm pressed against the wall, and the moment they turn and look at us, I
Okay.
take out. I took a bit of the black powder from the soldiers back there. I take out
Okay.
a small speck of it, and I snap my fingers,
Uh-huh.
and the darkness sort of envelops the top half of the room, so that their upper torsos are covered in darkness as I cast my dark spell. And all of us are crouched low, so we can see, and we're gonna clobber these guys.
Yeah, and I've got night vision.
Okay. This is gonna be a check to see if your dark spell goes off as
Alright.
you want it. So, what traits do you think will help you out here?
I just have petty magic,
Okay.
and which is the dark spell.
Okay. So that's 2 plus 1 for trying, so that's 3 in total.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to spend some of your pool dice to help out with this?
I'm gonna
is
spend.
it-
I'm gonna spend 3 of my dice to bring it up to 6.
Okay. Does anyone wanna help? Maybe
how we can
Lady Blackbird, who is also
I guess
magical.
I could generate wind so that it keeps the powder moving and it confuses, it plays with their senses.
Ah, okay, interesting. I like that. Okay, so that's you contribute 1 of your pool dice to this, right? So you so that's 7 in total.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. Sounds great. Here, let's go ahead and see. This is a 3. You're difficulty 3. So you have to get 3 successes. Yeah.
Oh, 1 fell off. It's 2 6s and a 4.
That's a success. So the
Nice.
powder kind of like as you cut. Oh, sorry. You should describe it. What happens when you cast the spell?
Oh yeah. So the powder kind of rubs it in my hand, and I blow it out a bit, but I don't blow hard enough. But Lady Blackbird has my back, and the wind sort of carries all the dust into the eyes of the guards.
Oh, okay. So they're just like more like blinded. It's not like the area is shrouded in darkness, but like there's darkness covering each of their eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
That's cool.
So we can see what's going on.
Pretty cool. As this happens, like the soldiers all like kind of like scream like, ah, what's happening? And you can see the one in front kind of like pull out his sword and he's like flailing around with it. What's going on?
God.
There's one kind of like officer-looking guy and two soldiers in the back.
I leap from my perch and I yell for Goblandia, and then I attempt to attack the buffer of the guards.
Is that a place?
Okay. This is probably a check.
Yep.
What traits do you think apply here?
Okay, so definitely goblin.
Okay.
Goblin. I can glide.
Goblin.
Yeah.
Glide? Okay, sure.
Because I'm like, whoa, and then like, I'm agile. I'm quick.
Okay.
I'm tumbler, and I'm teeth and claws. Right.
I'll give you teeth and claws, but why tumbler? Like what is?
Oh, like I'm doing like a backflip to create leverage.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go all out. So like that's tumbler, quick, agile, glide, night vision, so I can see them clearer. And I'm gonna warp shape. So like as my feet are about to make contact with their faces, it extends forward like dowsing.
Oh, Yoga fire them.
That's 8.
Nice.
Is that 8?
Yeah, I think that's 8.
Okay.
And
so this
is
1 for trying.
Yeah. So so 8 in total, right? Including the 1 for trying.
No, that's 9 total. 1.
Oh, okay, 9. Sorry, so 9. This is like a 3. They are blinded. They're not gonna be able to kind of like see you coming. They can hear you as you screech, I guess, but like less effective. So
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead, roll 9.
It is 8 total.
Oh, okay.
So I'm rolling 8 dice.
Yep.
I need a 3, right?
You just need 3 hits to succeed. It's pretty likely, I think.
Yeah, I got it. I got 2 6s, a 5, and 2 4s.
Yeah, no, that succeeds easily. So what does Snuggle do as he lands on this like buff?
Okay, so like I'm on my
soldiers?
perch and I jump off and I glide for a bit. I yell for Goblandia, and then I do a backflip. I kick with both feet, and then as my feet are approaching this guard's face, they extend to increase the snap, and I knock his ass out. He is just knocked out.
Nice.
Yeah, he slams to the side. You know, he can hear like a pipe kind of like crumple under his weight. You can see a huge gust of steam kind of like hiss out, and the guard there kind of the soldier kind of like just collapses. What is everyone else doing at the same time?
First of all, then I look at Naomi and I just kind of go like,
come on.
Naomi's impressed. I'm gonna go for the other guard.
Okay.
Assuming that Cyrus wants to go for the officer dude. So I'm gonna step up behind him and try to crack his neck.
Okay.
Break.
Change this.
Oh god.
Okay. Again. What traits?
I need a check. I have break things with my bare.
There's like break objects with your bare hands. If you're trying to kill someone, I think that's a bit
Fine
different.
is an object. Fine.
Just explode anything you touch.
Okay, fine. Pit fighter,
Brutal.
combat tested,
Sure. Combat tested.
living weapon, definitely. +4.
Sure.
Hard 5.
fast.
Tough. 10.
I would say fast, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
all
6.
pit fighter traits.
Fast and tough, right?
Yeah.
Bhavani, your mic is cutting off a little bit. I don't know if it's because of music or if
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. So wait, what did I say? How many?
You've got
We have
6.
fast, hard,
Yeah.
and tough.
Tough?
Under ex-slave.
Oh, that's not the X-ray.
Yeah.
I think
Okay, so pit fighter, combat tested, brutal, living weapon, fast and hard. So that's 6. Plus you get 1 for trying, that's 7. Yeah, this is again a 3. Wait, okay. Specifically, are you trying to break this guy's spine?
Rough.
Okay.
Crack his neck, so that
Oh, okay. Then sure. Let's have it 3. Yeah. If you're trying to break his spine, like specific, like in his back, I think that would be a bit harder.
right? Yeah, I got a 6 and a 5. The rest are all 3s and 2s.
Oh, so that's not a success. So what do you think will be something that it's not a success but still kind of like carries like the story? You know what I mean?
Or could one of us help? Or no?
I think once the roll is done, yeah, it's a bit late.
Like I grab his neck, but he senses that I'm behind him, and he grabs my hand, and he kind of like tries to hide. So I get like take right into like the hand of his neck.
Oh, yeah, sure. But when your mic is cutting out a bit again, you might have a bit closer.
It might
Yeah.
even improve.
Okay. But yeah, sure. Yeah, you like elbow your abdomen as the guy kind of like struggles against you and you're kind of like a bit winded. He's not down. I guess you can still say that you've got him in your grip. But he's still like alive and conscious and able to fight or whatever. He's still blinded though by the spell, so he's something in your grip.
Okay, I didn't have it in my grip though.
Yeah, sure.
Can I just punch him?
You can, but I want to check to see what the other characters are doing. So while this fight is breaking out, Snuggle is launching himself through the air. Like Naomi tries to grab this guy, break his neck. What is everyone else doing? Like, is the officer just gonna stand there, like let him like swing?
The
his
two.
saber around?
So far, we've attacked the 2 guards, right? Not yet
Yeah.
the officer.
So
I move forward for the officer. I'm still crouching low,
okay.
and I do a quick swing of my leg to trip
Okay.
him. And when he's down, I put a sword to his neck.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Do I need to roll?
Sure. Let's do a check. What? Yeah. What?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Ex-Imperial soldier. It's, tactics.
Let's do that. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Survivor.
Sure.
Let's see. Warrior.
Okay, I'll give you warrior.
Let's see. A sword.
Sword. I'll give you like battle harder as well if you want it.
Yay. Did I do soldiers in Ex-Imperial?
No.
You didn't.
Sorry, Ex-Imperial, tactics, soldiers, survivor, warrior, battle hardened, sword.
Sword.
Can I use creepy stare
He can't see you.
in survivor?
Creepy stare.
He can't see you.
Oh, he's blind. Okay, fine.
He's blinded by the darkness spell.
Intimidate.
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I want him to like stop acting, like stop fighting.
Okay.
So that's about 8
7.
plus
7 plus 1 for trying. That's 8.
8. All right.
You get 1 dice for the traits, right? Not just the tags. So Ex-Imperial and
Yes.
Survivor are 1 each.
So you get 1 each for those.
Yeah, and Miguel's right. That's 8.
So it's 8 total. I'm gonna say this is a pretty complicated maneuver. You're trying to kick someone's legs from under them and then be able to kind of like put their blade to their neck in one fluid, smooth motion. I think that's more like a 4. It's a bit more difficult than just something.
Okay.
Okay.
I would
do
like
I
to
have
help.
do I have to get at least 4, or if I have?
You need 4 or more to pass. Like 4 or more hits to succeed.
Okay, I would like to help out.
Okay.
I help out because as I'm soaring through the air like a majestic eagle, I like as I do my backflip, I take the captain's like the officer, I tip his hat to like kind of like be him.
Nice. Nice.
Okay.
I'll give you one of my
Sure.
dice.
Sure.
So now
That's
I'm
one
rolling
dice,
with
one die.
9 dice, right?
Yep, that's 9.
Okay, let me click.
Get him.
I have 4 6s.
All right.
1
That's a
5.
success.
And
That's what you need.
That's
Like,
success.
Belay,
Yep.
stay down.
He's on the floor. His saber kind of like skitters out of his hand. You know, as you trip him, right? He lands on the ground of the hard thunk. He's like, he feels the cold metal of your saber at his neck. He goes, "What's going on? Who are you?"
Pause, I have a question, sorry.
Sure.
I failed the previous roll, so I get an extra dice when I fail, right?
Yes. So if
Get
you
back.
fail a check, you get one die to your pool, added to your pool.
If you added a die from your pool, though,
Yeah.
right?
No,
I didn't fail.
as long as you don't
No,
pass.
as long as you don't pass, you just
Oh,
get a
yeah,
die
that's
added
right,
to your
yeah,
pool,
yeah.
just flat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
And you add another die.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So one of the soldiers is unconscious. Being crumpled in the crumpled steam pipes. One of them has Naomi like latched onto him. The officer, is on the floor with a blade to his throat. What's going on? What's everyone doing? What you gonna do?
The lady.
I'm on the floor after helping Kale with the black powder
Okay.
and just trying to crawl forward.
Okay. Towards like the junction or
Where's Kale? Is he in front of me?
I should be in front of you, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so wherever he's heading, I'm following and crawling.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Then
I
for my action, I'll try and help
There's
out.
no like actions.
Yes.
This is just describe
In
what your
this
character wants
round,
to do.
I will pull out a wrench from my pocket and I'll try and disable the guard that Naomi is grappling with. So just
Okay.
go for just a swing towards his temple with the wrench.
Okay, sure.
So I have
Um,
under tricky,
Okay.
I have quick, I have dirty fighting.
Ready fighting, sure.
Under burglar, I have quiet and sneak.
I
I can
don't
try and-
think burglar really applies in this situation though. Like
Okay.
you're not really kind of like steal anything, I
Right.
guess.
Then would my petty magic, my dark spell already be in effect, or
Not for what this specific thing you're doing. You've already cast the darkness
I
spell. You were just trying to swing a wrench at the guy's head. So
Right. so I only have 3 dice.
Roll advantage because I'm holding on to him.
He's restrained.
if you want to help, you can add one of your dice
Yeah.
to yeah.
Yeah, I would
But
like
just-
to add it since I'm like grabbing him and practically throttling the body.
Okay, sure. So that's 4 and 1 for trying. So that's 5 in total. This will be a 3 again. You have to try to hit a 3 to knock him out.
2 5s and a 6.
Sure, that's a success. There's a very wet kind of like thwack as the wrench kind of like connects with the temple of the soldier. You can see him kind of like his head kind of like what's the word, like whiplash, and then like kind of like slump forward. And Naomi, you feel like the body that you're trying to grab to has stopped moving.
The wrench just drops and then the hand is shaking again. It's back to shaking.
Ooh.
I just let the guy go and just like something. I give Kale an appreciative nod.
Okay. Yeah. So what's happening now? Where's Cyrus? Cyrus is on the floor with the blade at the officer's
yeah.
throat.
at the officer's throat and saying, "As an officer, I know you have shackles with you. Chain yourself to this railing." And I nudge towards like the railings which we're standing on.
He's blinded.
You can feel his way through.
He's like,
Yes,
for
to make a
one,
check.
I have no idea who you are, why you've attacked my guards. Second, I can't see. How am I supposed to chain myself to whatever you told me to chain myself to?
I go over and I just like lift him bodily off the ground and like, move him to the guardrail.
What is happening? Who are you people? Are you the prisoners? Are you Captain Hollis's prisoners?
No, we are not.
Oh,
What are you talking about?
I just go, no, we're just Imperial soldiers. Just
Doing Imperial soldier things.
Imperialing it up.
Yep. Nothing suspicious here.
And then I jump back into the rafters and keep going towards the direction of where we did the shoot.
Okay, sure.
Same.
So you want him to shackle himself to the pipes? or
No, Naomi lifted him up to the. Sorry.
I put him near the wherever we wanted to shackle him.
Oh,
so
okay. Then
he's-
I sheath my sword. I take out. I feel for where the shackles are, and I shackle him to like the raftings.
Sure. He's kind of
And
like
I
his-
take out the fluff from his uniform, and I'm about to like fluff it into his mouth. So
Okay.
you gag him basically.
right. Yeah, at this point, he's like shouting, "It must be the princess! Guards! Guards!" You hear him like pulling against like the chains are rattling on like the because it's kind of you hear like you hear like a very loud.
Can I use the
chains.
scabbard to like knock him out a bit?
Sure. Hit him on the side of the head.
I turn to Kale. TikTok.
Is his Leyland like because his uniform is well decorated, right? Are the badges and stuff like nice and shiny? Or are they like really
Yes.
cheaply made?
They are very nice and shiny. You can see he's got like 2 medals just below the rank over his left breast. They are very shiny.
The hand just moves over and they vanish as he takes them off
Nice.
really quickly.
Nice.
These are important.
Very,
We'll need them.
okay.
I think
Cool.
Snargle's gone on ahead, right?
Yeah.
I've gone ahead.
Sure. So you reach like the cross junction in the pipe, like in the kind of like narrow like space where the pipes are, right? It branches off in 2 directions. You can keep going straight and go left or right.
Should we consult the map? We should probably consult the map.
The map is with.
Yeah, I asked Kale to lead the way because he's the one that knows
Yeah.
the way.
Snargle's not way far ahead. He's just gonna like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I'll just follow what the map tells us. Would the map have told us anything interesting, like an engine room or something like that? A comms room? Anything?
Your instructions to the guard was to tell for him to tell you where your ship was. He didn't tell you anything about where the engine room was. Yeah. But maybe some. Sorry?
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that maybe some ex-Imperial soldiers would be familiar with this type of ship and maybe
Oh, yeah.
know where the engine room is.
Is the guy we chained up still conscious? Or?
Or Captain used to.
Yeah,
be.
and then my
Captain.
character would probably know, but
Yes.
you want to go to the engine?
Yeah. Even if we get our ship, I think it's a good idea to make sure that it can't follow us.
Disable this one.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say because we're leaving a trail right now. So
yes, that is correct. Well, the engine room is a bit far behind, but because the cargo bay is at the front of the ship, that's also where the navigating tool is. If you knock that out, they can't follow us. So once
Right.
we're inside the cargo bay, I can point you to where the set nav is.
And I
Set
kind of
nav.
like peek out from the rafters, and I go, Captain, there's a whole room just for navigation. Empire.
The logistics on this
Left
vessel
and
is
right.
just out of your mind.
Ugh.
It's just,
I-
it's annoying, right?
find more to smash. More to smash.
Okay. I'd say that Cyrus, you're gonna in this cross junction, if you turn left, there's a kind of like a staircase that heads downwards to the engine room. If you head right where these soldiers came from, there is a kind of like a like those like old-fashioned like cage elevators, you know, that kind of thing. That helps you transfer between the different decks. Yeah.
The cargo vessel is below, right?
The cargo vessel.
Owl-
As in,
owl-
no,
Sorry, like where the owl is.
the hangar. So that's on
Yeah, the hangar. Yeah,
the topmost deck and right at the front of the ship.
perfect. The navigation tool. Yeah, let's go towards the ship. Make sure the princess is safe, and disable it before we fly off. Disable the sword, the hand of sorrow before we fly off.
And then I peek out from the rafters. I'm like, did you just refer to it as a princess? And I go, yeah.
I am trying to maintain professionalism. It's nothing. Don't look at my face. I'm not blushing. No.
I cast
Does-
the darkness spell again, just to cover it.
Thank you, Kyle. I like pat Kyle in the
I got you,
back.
Captain. I got you.
Thank you so much.
I have a question for Lady Blackbird actually. Does she react to when Cyrus calls her a princess?
No, she knows he has a crush on her.
Oh, okay. Sure.
But Cyrus has no idea. He thinks he
Yeah.
Nobody
Nice.
knows.
This is
Okay.
Lady Blackbird's intelligence.
Sure. So the five of you are standing at this cross junction. Where do you want to go?
Let's go into the elevator and go sit closer to the owl.
Take it to the navigation room. Is that where we're going?
The navigation room is near the hangar
Alright.
because it's at the front of the ship, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like there's
sure.
like a radar at the front, which
Sure.
Kale has the
Yes,
expertise to knock it
yes.
down, and yeah, once we get Naomi and Lady Blackbird into our ship, the Owl, I'll also lead Kale to go to like the navigation satellite, and he will help to
okay,
disarm it.
so we're going to the owl.
Would it be possible to split up? Because
That
we
is
can go
possible.
start the engine, and you guys go turn the thing
Oh, okay,
off,
yes.
and they'll
So
be ready when you guys come back.
Yeah, and we only need Snargle to be able to like pilot the
Yeah,
Owl
yeah.
to help with like
I'll
cover
head
fire or whatnot.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But Naomi, you can go with them in case anyone comes.
Oh. No, sorry, lady. I am bound to you. I am coming with you.
Well, this is an order.
I go up to Naomi. I go, come on. Clearly, she's trying to get some alone time with the Snark Man.
No.
Exactly why I'm
It's
coming
not
with you.
man.
But I actually shipped Cyrus and Lady Blackbird, but I just like to tease them.
Look,
Yes, I know, Snargle.
Snargle, whoever you bring, make sure you bring Lady Blackbird with you to the ship. I will bring Kyle to the navigation area.
Yes, Captain. And then we do that thing where we're like, all right, good, it's a plan. Let's go. And then we all awkwardly file into the lift because we're all going the same way. So we have one of those moments where it's like, oh, okay.
Are we gonna do the friendship thing where we all gather together?
One of these things.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but I
Do
see
it,
that Lady
Cyrus.
Blackbird wants to do it, and so I like
Yeah.
reluctantly.
I'm like super excited.
I'm not
Alright.
happy at all, and my hand. is
Naomi,
like-
put your hand in.
Lady Blackbird just grabs her hand. And
Okay. Ready? 1 on 3. Owl.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Ow!
Oh.
I'm excited.
Cyrus is just like, ugh.
Alright.
But, okay.
And then
whatever
as the
Lady-
lift
whatever Lady
begins to descend, I like jump ahead and bound up the rafters again.
Yeah, there isn't really like kind of like rafters in this lift.
Oh,
It's
I
just
thought it was like an
it's-
exposed lift because it's one of these guys.
Yeah, it's basically just like a cage, like a wire mesh cage, you know.
Oh yeah, I crawl up the rope, the elevator cable.
Okay, sure.
Like I'm not even using my legs, just my arms, like Navy SEALs.
While I'm
Sure.
controlling the switch of the lift, I like mutter under my breath, show off.
I take that as an order from Cyrus, and I click my heels together. I cast a jump on myself, and I follow Snuggle. Like, I'll show off, Captain. I got you.
I like bite my tongue and like, never mind. I speed the elevator as quickly as possible up the shaft.
Pressing the button.
Like get us out of here! What? I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so as you kind of like flick the switch, there's like the thing connects and like the elevator kind of like trundles upwards. There's Snuggle and Kale kind of like leap up and like start climbing the chains that's all like raising the elevator. The 3 other people are still in this cage. Is there what's going on? Is it just gonna be an awkward, quiet elevator ride, or
Awkward elevator, right?
The elevator music is playing as well.
Yes, nice, relaxing, awkward music in the background.
okay?
Not like an elevator. It's too small.
Okay. The elevator slows down and clanks to a halt on the top deck. The door, kind of like slide open. Standing in that landing is another soldier. Just one. He's got like a cigarette. He's like, he sees the 3 of you standing there. Like, sees Cyrus in his uniform. I
Yeah,
guess.
I'm still wearing the coat from one of the guards, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He kind of like looks at you and goes, "I recognize you. Who are you?"
I'm a new transfer. Look, I'm just bringing our prisoners to the old ship which they came in from, so they can like answer some questions. It's just procedure. Come, and I'm walking closer towards him as I say all this, and
Just trying to
I'm
see
trying to drag Naomi as well.
Okay.
Oh no, prison, horrible, very bad. I don't like it.
It's all
I
part of
remind-
protocol, I assure you.
I remind Cyrus that he has changed his accent when he's in the other uniform.
I mean, these two prisoners, I just want to question them, it's all paperwork. It's all paperwork. You see the form, and I take out a random piece of paper from like the pockets of the jacket, and I shove it in his face. Look at the
Okay.
paperwork, and when the paper is on his face, my hand nudges Naomi like, no.
Okay, and I
There
I
has to be a check of some kind here.
yes, I know. They punch him in the face. I want to, yeah. When he's doing that, I get the hint. I'm not that dumb. But
No, yeah.
Okay, sure. Go ahead, Naomi. What do you want to do? Yeah, what traits?
okay, pit fighter, combat tested, brutal, living weapon, fast and hard. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 and +1 for trying that 7.
And distraction from me.
Yes.
If you want to contribute 1 die, that's 8.
Yeah, so I contribute 1 die because I'm like covering his face with paperwork.
Sure. So that's 8. This is probably a 3. This guy is very caught off guard, like his paperwork in his face. He's not expecting anything.
I include bodyguard too.
Sure. I guess you're trying to defend someone, right? Sure. So that's 9. Yeah.
Roll.
You can do this. You can do this.
Yeah. 5, 2, 5. Oh yeah.
Yep. As long as you get 3 hits, you're a success. Okay, great. This, what do you want to do? What happens?
Okay. Like, smash it right in the middle of his face.
I'm just gonna add a bit of embellishment to make it cooler. You punch so hard that like there's a hole in the paperwork. Your fist tears the sheet, like a hole in the sheet, and the guy's like, you can see him like kind of like fall over like and, unconscious, like land with a thunk on the ground.
I descend down from the rafters, and
Okay.
I look at like Naomi's handiwork, and then I go, good job. And then I look at Captain, I shake my head, and I go, Captain, ayo, why you so like that? And then I come back into the rafters.
I was trying my best to sound like a Singaporean. I don't know how they really sound like. I just confuses me.
Okay, so you're on the top deck. There's kind of like a corridor that leads forward of the ship towards where like the hangar bay is, and where the navigation room is. Towards the back, there's a passage towards the engine rooms. Yeah. So, what do you want to do? Sorry.
We can't really
Do
hear
you speak closer to the mic?
Oh, boy, I can't hear you at all.
Oh, okay. Search the guard.
Okay.
The guy we just knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like run my hands through all his pockets. I go, yeah, just see if he has like this keys or anything.
He's carrying the regulation saber and flintlock pistol, but apart from that, aside from like scraps of paper and like some coins or something else in his pockets. Okay. So the 5 of you are standing in this landing. Oh no, Snuggle's in the rafters. The 4 of you are standing in this landing with Snuggle overhead.
I can hear him.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
So you said behind us is the engine room, then ahead is the hangar.
Yep.
So I follow Kale. I lead Kale into like the direction of the engine room to like find like how we can disable the ship. And I look up to Snuggle and like, get this baby ready.
And I go, Captain, did you call for baby? Referring to Lady Blackbird.
I'm pointing at the owl, not the late. Never mind.
I go, and I'm like, all right, Captain, no worries. I'll get the ship ready. If you're not there in 10 minutes, I'll wait 5 more minutes. But if you're not there after 5 more minutes, I'm gonna wait 1 minute and then I'm going.
So 16 minutes.
Yeah, so it's
I'm like trying to count because I'm bad at math and like yes, whatever time works for you. Let us go.
Okay, so you're splitting up, right? So some of you are going to the back, the engine room, so you're going front. As a time check, it's about 9:40. I'm gonna try to get to the kind of like the resolution. So I'm gonna kind of like gloss over the engine room part just a bit. So the people who head over to the engine room, it's busy. There's a lot of people in there. You can hear like the sounds of things happening, like shouts being shouted back and forth. You can hear like the crunch of like mechanisms as they kind of like go, and hear the sound of the engines they're a lot louder. You can hear like kind of like the propellers, like engines, firing. What do you want to do?
I'll pass the captain the shiniest badge that I took off of the guy, and I'll say, get me to a secure spot, and I'll work my magic.
Let's see, a nice spot in the engine room. I know that cabinet. This is where all the magic works. And I lead him to this control panel, which has basically like a lot of overrides.
Yeah,
so it's like an emergency panel. I am like Cyrus is not experienced with fully understanding how that works, but he knows this is the override. And like, do your magic here.
I'm gonna set it so that it goes off in. I do something so that the ship is damaged, but it will not be noticeable until sort of 10 minutes later. I'm gonna try and do that. So it won't like send everything into red alert immediately. But once we take off, then the ship will be in trouble.
Okay. This is a check. What traits do you think apply?
I am a mechanic. I know about engines. I'm gonna do efficiency to go faster. I have sabotage as well.
Okay.
So that's 4 total.
Okay. +1 for try. That's fine.
Okay.
You wanna spend any of your own for that?
I'm gonna put the rest of my dice in and spend all 3. So that brings me up to a total of 8.
Okay, cool. I would say this is a pretty challenging thing. You're trying to sabotage the ship, but make sure that it's not visible until noticeable until 10 minutes later. This is a bit slightly more complicated than just difficult tasks. So this will be a difficulty 4 kind of like target.
And the captain helped me with his knowledge on Imperial ships.
Does the captain want to help?
Yes. I can offer. I have ex-Imperial soldier. So does that mean 1 extra dice?
Yeah. So like, you want to describe how you help?
Yes. So like this array of buttons all flashing everywhere, and I like slowly explain. This one is for navigation. This one is for the toilet systems. No, not that. This is, and like just pointing out like what each category should be.
Okay. Okay, so that's go ahead, roll your 9 dice.
I have 96. So I'll roll it on my phone. I got 3 6s and 3 5s.
That's a success. So you wanted to specifically describe what KL has done?
I take note of what the captain has told me about the toilets. And so I said that 2 minutes after we leave the engine room, the toilets will overflow, and then that will cause system failure overwide. So they think it's like a minor issue, but it's going to blow up in their faces.
Wow.
That's great. Fantastic. Okay. Sure. As you're kind of like head back out of the engine room, the engineers inside are just running back and forth, like doing things. They don't really pay a lot of attention to you. They notice your jacket. They notice your medal, and they kind of give you a white cloth. Okay. Cool. We're gonna cut back to the other 3 now. Okay. The 3 of you, you're trying to make your way to the navigation room, correct? You come to this. It's like a open doorway. Surprisingly, you don't meet many more soldiers on the way, but as you approach this doorway, you see there's a kind of like a guard standing outside, soldiers standing outside, and like inside you can see like like a lot of kind of like people, like there's like a map kind of like spread across the table. You can see all these like very intricate instruments. You can see like charts and things like tacked onto the walls. The front of this room actually is it's just one giant pane of glass that you can see the whole front of the ship, like the deck, where you can see where the hangar bay doors are on the top part of the ship, and you can see the front. You can see the blue horizon in front of you.
Wait, sorry. The hangar is separate from that room you were just describing?
Yeah, so the hangar is a separate room, but you're very close to it.
Okay, so as quickly as I can, I dart to because it's like a big window, so I dart and I kind of push myself against the wall, and then the thing's just above me.
Okay, are you inside or outside?
I'm outside. Is there a way to get to the hangar without being seen? It's kind of like my point.
Okay, so the navigation room is in this corridor. Like there's a door leading to this navigation room. It's kind of like the bridge of a ship, like there's this big white glass. You can see the front of the ship, right? From the navigation room, you need to leave the room, take a corridor, take a staircase down, and then head to the open hangar just below where the navigation room is.
Okay, I go to Lady Blackbird. I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? Because I just take orders.
Well,
Oh, no.
Snorkel, you've been doing such a great job.
Oh, thanks.
What I can do is maybe bring some wind in, some lightning,
Okay.
a little bit of storm, and mess things up.
Nice.
Okay.
And then when you do that, I'm just gonna rush to the ship, fire it up, and you guys follow me.
Yeah, I'll be right behind you. And Naomi, you just punch anyone in the way.
Always ready to do that.
Right, we can do this.
Okay. So, Lady Blackbird, you're gonna try to create a storm in the navigation room to disrupt, all their charts and plans.
Yes.
Sure. What traits do you think will apply here?
Master Sorcerer,
Okay.
Spellcaster, Channeling, Storm Blood, Wind, Lightning.
Sure. Great.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do this very obviously? Are you just gonna stand in the doorway and cast your magic? Or are you gonna try to
I'm gonna do it really obviously because I need a lot of energy to do this.
Okay, sure. So that's 6 plus 1, 7 for trying. Does anyone want to help in any way?
Definitely want to help.
Yeah, Snorkel's helping.
I help her by looking deep into her eyes. I go, you can do this. Snargle believes in you. And I give her a dice.
Okay.
Product inspiration.
I help by literally grabbing her by the shoulders just in case, just to hold her steady so that.
Bracing her.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
So my dice,
then-
yeah.
As she prepares to use her spell, I put on my goggles.
Okay, great. So that's 7 plus 1 from Snuggle and 1 from Naomi, so that's 9 in total. So go ahead, roll 9. This is probably 3. You're just trying to cause havoc and destruction, right? So it's pretty straightforward. Just 3 will be enough.
Here we go. Rolling 9. Oh yeah, we're way successful.
Yeah.
3
Fantastic.
6s and a 5.
So Lady Blackbird, do you want to describe what happens in the room as you kind of stand there with Naomi, grabbed, embracing you?
I stand there and everyone's looking at me like, who's this lady up here? And then I start casting the spell and things start swirling in the room and it gets faster and faster and then there's some lightning
Okay.
out of nowhere. And Snargle's just there with his goggles watching it.
Like a match.
Yeah, people are thrown into tables and the walls and the cabinets with charts in them. Papers fly. It's basically like a tornado inside, right? Everyone's kind of thrown around. So one of them kind of hits the front pane of the glass. You see slide down. As the lightning flashes, one of the charts catches fire. And soon the fire is burning bits of paper that's flying around the room, setting other charts on fire. Soon the whole thing is a whirling inferno of fire. People are screaming and shouting, and people kind of running and pushing past you as they try to leave that room. At this point, Kale and Cyrus have caught up with the two of you. What do y'all think or react to see Lady Blackbird unleashing this storm?
I did not see that she cast magic, so my first instinct was that what if the owl is being exploded or something. So I'm as I'm running, stop damaging the owl.
Okay.
I
Kale?
I understand that now that Lady Blackbird has cast the spell, and I just look sadly at my hands and I cast light, and it's just a small light in the palm of my hand. I guess.
Okay. Oh. Dream big, Kale. Dream big. One day. Okay, so like
holding her, but like I have like the stoic expression, but there's so much pride in my eyes. Just like
nice. And is Snuggle just watching the carnage?
No, I look up to Lady Blackbird and I'm like, girl, you blow me away.
oh.
And I do a reverse suicide magic.
Okay.
Snurgle, what are you looking at? Just get everyone to the ship.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay, so there's like a staircase nearby that leads down to the hangar like area. The five of you kind of like now back in this corridor. What do you want to do?
So I guess
Get on
Snargle
board the
got
owl.
it.
Get the
Yeah.
ship.
I grab like Lady Blackbird, like just grab her. Like, yeah, okay, we're going. And just like as we run.
Sure. And there's like people running around. There's commotion has caused like this noise commotion. Like soldiers like running and like running. It seems like running past you. They're running through like the source of all this like commotion. The five of you make your way down the staircase and you find yourself in this big open area, which is like a hangar. You can see like there's like docks for like 6 ships of like similar size to the owl. The owl is right at the end. Right at the front of the ship. There's like another ship nearby, but the other hangar berths are empty. Kind of like strewn around this area. That also boxes, crates, like things that people are moving stuff around. They're doing this kind of thing.
Okay. We just run straight for it.
Make a dash for it.
Yep. All the way straight for the ship.
So just run for the ship.
In
Yeah, just
slow
run for the
motion.
I'm grabbing. Like, I'm holding Lady Blackbird like under my arm at this point.
She's just swinging her arms.
She's just like,
Okay, sure. As you're kind of like get to that area, right? You hear in like the distance like wailing kind of like klaxon alarm kind of sound. Like it sounds like people are alert. You can hear like the lights in this area kind of like go out, and then like these like red like strobe lights kind of like will pulse on and off in like this red casting everything in like this red glow. Yeah, so you guys are just running.
Yep.
Just run.
Yeah.
Sorry, just running straight for the ship.
Yep.
Okay, as you guys are kind of like halfway across the hangar area, you hear from behind you a shout and like, there they are, the prisoners, stop them! And you see like a squad of like Imperial soldiers like just running, kind of running into the hangar after you. One of them, a couple of them have pulled their swords, but a couple of them have stopped, skidded to a halt and pulled out their flintlock pistols and they're trying to aim at you, at all of you as you're running across the open area.
I'm in the middle of the group, so I turn back. I draw my pistol, but I aim it at. There is a fire. There's a fire diffusing foam at the top of the rafters.
Oh, okay.
So I shoot that, and the foam is directly above them, and I quickly shoot that. Do I need to make a check to see?
Yes,
if it's
make a check.
successful?
Make a check.
Okay, let me see what I can throw in. Okay,
that's so cool.
Warrior, pistol, shooting,
sure.
Survivor, because it also includes running. I'm also running while I'm doing this.
Sure, I'll give you survivor and run as well.
Hit him with the creepy stare.
Yeah.
Hit him with the creepy stare.
Yes, can I do a creepy stare?
Sure.
Yeah. As I turn around, my cloak it flies around and it gives this creepy stare, and I fire.
Can you show us? Can you show us what the creepy stare looks like?
Oh god. I aimed first towards the commander of that squadron, but then I aim up. So it's 6 for Stary Scare. Ex-Imperial Soldier, because I know where the foam is.
Sure.
Tactics. Imperial Warship.
Yeah, sure. For knowing where, so because you know where it is. Yeah, that's it.
What am I testing against, by the way?
This is you're aiming for like a small kind of like segment on the ceiling where it trigger the whole foam thing.
Maybe there's like a pipe, and as long as I hit something on that pipe,
it's a 4. It's gonna be a difficulty 4. You're rolling 9 right now.
Sounds like good odds.
I want to help.
Oh, sure. As I turn around, what happens?
As he turns around and does his creepy stare, I go, Captain, both eyes open.
I wish I could help.
He's like this, and he's like,
I wish I could help, but I have 0 pool dice left, but I still want to do something. The light spell that I cast on my palm, I give him mood lighting, so that looks pretty. I don't have any dice to give, but I just still do that.
No, that's fine. There's like this, like kind of like like
while the sparks are flying
behind him, right?
Small palm light.
Sure. So that's 10 in total, right?
Can we give more?
Can I also help?
Yeah, if anyone else help to give, yeah.
I haven't included the try, so I think we're still at 11 right now.
Okay, sure.
Okay, let's just make Naomi has me under her arm, but I'm taking out my pistol and I'm shooting sideways at the people running at us.
Okay.
I don't know how strong I am, but with Naomi under my arm, I grab Cyrus and I lift him up in the air.
So like my cape is really like just fluttering in the air. I'm just alpha buying right now. No one can bring me down.
And then like I know I already helped, but just I want to really help. So after I say both eyes open, and I take one of the bags of black powder and I throw it at the point where he's aiming.
Wow. Okay. Sure.
Back in the arts.
Oh, awesome. So that's 13 dice against a check of 4.
Yes. I think it was a very good
If we don't get this, I will be so embarrassed.
I'd be really sad.
There's a 6, 5, 4. Oh, 6. Yes, okay. 5.
Good.
Yes, okay. Yes, we have enough.
Cyrus, do you want to describe what happens as your bullet hits the pipe?
I focus too much on my intimidating stare, so it looks very awkward when I like turn to them, and the officers are like, "What the?"
Yeah, the officer kind of like skids to a halt. It's like, what is this guy doing? He sees you kind of lifted in the air with the glow behind him. He's like, what on earth?
And just as they're distracted, my pistol is in view, and I aim first at the commander, but then I turn up, fire a shot at the foam pipe, and as it does that, it like a rainbow of foam just covers the entire squadron, and they're all in disarray. The foam is very thick. It's to like dampen fires, so they can't like just like run away from it. They're like, what the hell?
Great, that's fantastic. Yeah, the officer, as you kind of like fire a pistol, the officer kind of like ducks, but you're not aiming for him. The foam is, spreads across, and like everyone's kind of like bogged down in this like thick foam mass. Like there's like, muffled screams as like people are kind of like enveloped in it. Yeah, wow, well done, amazing. What an epic moment.
And I like fancy blow off the smoke from the pistol. Ignorant about the fact that I was supposed to run for the owl. So someone needs to remind me.
Naomi's just carrying you as well now.
Like under my other arm, we're just like running towards the owl.
I look like so ridiculous just underneath her arms, but I'm just acting it cool, like. Yeah.
And then I look at the officer on the ground and I go, ironic, because we're the ones that are on fire. And then
oh, high five, Snargle! I say as I'm being dragged back.
Okay, so the 5 of you managed to make it to the owl. Unfortunately, the hangar bay doors are closed. You see next to the owl, like your ship, there's like this kind of like control panel that you guess must open the hangar bay doors. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I run over to the control panel and I'm going to try and just quickly do what I can to open the hangar door.
Okay.
I get the other two just like the owl's open, right? The hatch is open.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's like run into the owl, just like whoom, and just like toss them.
Tell Naomi to. As Naomi throws me down, I quickly run back like towards the ladder, like the steps.
Okay.
To keep an eye on Kyle.
Okay.
Yes.
So
So I'm on the ship, but I have a foot out. I'm ready to like grab him the moment he's done like opening the thing.
Kale, Kale, it's not difficult for you to find like there's a big button that says open hangar doors. Slam it. You slam it, right? You can hear like the doors kind of like slowly crunk and like creak open. Like you can feel the breeze as the kind of like the air kind of like blows into the hangar. There's like a it's very dramatic, basically. Sorry, where is Snuggle?
I'm in the owl already.
Oh, okay.
Run up to the cockpit, and my crew's not there, so I go to Naomi's with me, right?
Yeah.
I go, Naomi, usually they help me with this, but you have to jump on that, flip that switch to fire up the tri-valve reciprocal steam drive. And then I go, Lady Blackbird, flip that switch to turn on the twin coil induction thrusters. And I jump up to the control panels, and I go, now it's my time to shine. I wait for the things to open.
Snuggle, yeah, so the doors, you can see in front of you, the doors are slowly grinding open. Snuggle, you notice that on the control panel in front of you, on like one of those, your control panel, is the light that says landing gear attached. It's still red. It's still engaged. Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I flick the button, make sure it's not the lights problem, because
sure.
So I flick it, and what happens?
It's still red. You know as you know as you're kind of like running up to the owls that there are like docking clamps that keep the ship in place as like if the ship needs to like do turns or rolls, or it keeps like any ships docked in the hangar stable. So right now the clamps are still locked on the owl. Yeah. I go panel.
Okay, so they're on the landing gears, which is below the ship, right? They're like, okay. So I yell into the horn, which acts as like a ship-wide communication array. I go, does anyone have any flintlock bullets left? Or like, I listen.
What do you need them for? Why are we not flying yet?
Time for me to explain it. Just tell me, do you have your gun or not?
I guess. Why?
Okay, I go, follow me. And then I run from the cockpit. I intercept the captain and bring him down to the ship. And I go, Captain, we're going to have to blow these coils that are holding us, these clamps that are holding us.
Sure, if you want to, but I would say that Kale at your control panel there's a button for unclamp.
And I go,
you can do that if you want.
Our characters don't know about this.
Yeah, okay, maybe must be a little dramatic, but yeah, there's a button that says unclamp, Kale. For the love of God, unclamp us.
I just press, and then.
Okay. At this point, the alarm system like abruptly like kind of like cuts. All right, like there's like the red strobe lights still like blaring, like flashing on and off. But then over like a very tinny kind of like loudspeaker, you hear this voice. It says, okay, let me do the voice. Escaping prisoners. This is Captain Damien Hollis of the Hand of Sorrow. Cyrus Vance! I know it's you! I read the ship's manifest. I know you're there! This doesn't have to turn ugly. We're old friends once.
While he's like saying this long monologue, I've already reloaded my pistol and I shoot at the microphone.
We don't see him, right? We only hear him.
Yeah, you don't see him. You only hear him.
So there's like this big speaker dangling in the middle of the hangar, right?
Yeah, kind of like a system of it. Yeah.
Yeah, like hi, Damien. Bam.
Yeah. So he says like, this is just a routine stop. If you let go and then you shoot the thing and the thing explodes into the sound garbles and like wipes out.
I'm like, all right, we're unclamped. The hangar door is open. Let's go. And I run to the owl and I start bounding up back to the cockpit.
Yep. I make sure that Kyle makes it on board before I climb in.
Okay, so you're not unclamped. I'm gonna make this a bit dramatic. At this point, one of the other kind of like it's like a kind of like a catwalk along the this is a big open space, right? So there's like two catwalks lining the hangar, just kind of like above the ship. So like people like engineers kind of like do repairs like higher parts of the ship basically. At this point, you can hear like the clumps of boots running down this catwalk. You can see just hordes of soldiers, like 3-4 squads, like 20 over men running down this catwalk, all heading towards you. Some of them have kind of like braced themselves on the side, and they start firing at you with their flintlock pistols. Like bullets kind of like ricochet all around you. The doors are open. The ship is still clamped. What are you gonna do? Where is everyone? What are you gonna do?
Unclamp button. Where is
Yeah, the unclamp button doesn't work, right?
It didn't work.
So okay, so just to clarify, right? Lady Blackbird's on the ship. Naomi's on the ship. Snuggle and Cyrus are kind of like at the hatch. And
like
Kale
we're
is
climbing up.
Kale's at the control panel, which is maybe let's say 5 meters away from the hatch. It's some distance lah. As you kind of like mash the button, it doesn't say you don't hear the sounds, the clamp unlocking, but as you mash the button, there's a signal on the control panel that kind of like it's part of like a set of two lights. You press the button, only one of them lights up, and the other one kind of like is not. And when you kind of like look, there is another control panel on the other side. It's very similar, but it seems like you need to both press the button at the same time it's like a kind of like a fail-safe system for the ship to unlock. So you need two people
Oh, okay. Here's what I do. I go, I recognize the situation, and I go to Kale. I'd be like, okay, maybe you are great at escape rooms, but I think I know what we have to do. And I run to the second panel. I run, and I'm like tiny, so the bullets are like, beep, beep. Do I have to do a check for that? I don't want to get shot. Okay, so I make it to the control panel, and I see the unlock button, and normally you have to press it and keep pressing it. Is it?
You just have to press it both at the same time.
Okay, so I looked at him and I go, let's press it. We press it at the same time.
And Cyrus, you're on the hatch.
I see what Snuggle is doing, so I run into the owl. There's like a machine gun at the back.
Yep.
I run into that, and I quickly turn to like provide cover all around.
Oh, nice, very nice. Yeah, sure. Like your bullets kind of like pepper like the guards, the catwalks like dive for cover. Like you can hear the bullets ricocheting everywhere. I
yell at the captain. I go, great job, Captain. Don't get cocky.
I'm trying not to. I'm like shaking. I'm not trying to aim at the soldiers, but I'm trying to like aim over them so that they like
covering fire. I get it.
Yeah.
Sure.
We press the buttons at the same time.
Yeah. So you, as Kale and Snuggle press the buttons, you hear a loud thunk as like the docking clamps like clink, unlock, clink, and like the owl starts to slide forwards out of the hangar bay doors.
Oh my god. Can I pull a Captain America, please?
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Go for it.
I run out and I grab the owl. I grab a rail and I'm trying to keep him from sliding off.
And I run past her and I go, damn, and I head to the cockpit.
Okay, so Kale, what are you doing at this time as well?
I'm running as well. I will cast jump so that I can make my way there fast and evade any bullets that are still coming my way.
Okay. Okay. Naomi, you're gonna need to make a check to see if you're strong enough to hold the two ships together. All right. What do you think applies here?
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. Okay, pit fighter because it's like hard and fast. There is
sure.
Bodyguard because there's restrain and delay.
Okay.
Defend, right?
Defend, sure.
Ex-slave for endure and tough.
Ex-slave, endure and tough, sure.
Yeah, that's all I have. Anyone want to help me?
Yeah, I want to help.
So that's 10 plus 1 for trying. That's 11.
How hard is this going to be? Do we know?
It's going to be a 5. You're basically holding the entire weight of the owl. It's going to be a 5.
I'm going to
Yeah.
add two of my pool dice since we ended.
Okay, so that's 13.
Okay, and then as I pass her, I go, damn! And then I have a moment where I go, oh! And I take out my gum, and I slap it in the palm of her hand. So it's like, and I go, and I run to the cockpit.
Sure.
Does it count if like soldiers are trying to approach and I'm trying to like shoot them off from approaching Naomi? Does that count as helping?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, because if not, they'll be shooting at her, right? Instead of like the owl or you or whatever. Sure. Yeah, so you add one of your die as well. Lady Blackbird, do you want to help in any way?
I can also make wind to push them off.
Nice.
Yeah, sure. And I would say that this is kind of you're helping Naomi's attempt. You don't need to run a check for this. So this is Naomi trying to hold the ship together. You're just similarly trying to provide some like distraction, like cover fire to kind of like distract the soldiers they hit towards you. Sure. So I've kind of lost track. I think it's 13, 14, 15 in total.
Let's make it an even 20.
That's if Naomi wants to expend any of her pool dice to
Oh, screw it. I'm going to use all my pool dice. So that's not.
Okay, sure. Sorry?
That's total of 18 dice.
Yeah.
Wow, good odds.
Yes.
You just need to hit 5.
Okay, let's do this. If we lose this, I swear.
It's possible.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Yep, that's easy. Do you want to describe it?
So like, all the stress. It's like basically that scene from Winter Soldier. It's just like, screaming, just like,
The owl is basically
in the
almost
fucking ship.
it's almost kind of like pitched out. It's like kind of like hanging on like one of the edges, but Naomi's just there with like keeping it together, right? Because of this, Kale and Snargle easily dive into the hatch. You make it onto the ship. Yeah, what happens now? The ship's teetering on. Naomi's still hanging on.
Is it
let
because
go.
we're outside, right? Like
We're in now.
Yeah.
Everyone else inside except Naomi, who is still kind of like holding on.
The ship is in the atmosphere. Like
yes, it is.
Okay.
It is basically outside.
Wind, like some kind of vortex that holds the ship up.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
And then as she does that, I'm
like propel it upwards.
Nice. As she's doing that, I'm like firing up the controls. The engine's already been turned on, and I'm like doing flips and stuff like Yoda against Palpatine. But I'm like cranking like little levers and spinning dials and stuff. And I sit down in my ship ready to take off. And I noticed that I'm like, whoa, she got juice, because I didn't realize there was wind throwing us forward.
Yes.
Let go of the rails. I'm just like dangling from the hatch at this point right now.
Okay, and as the owl kind of like tumbles through the air, there's this updraft, that Lady Blackbird's kind of like trying to keep it afloat. Its propellers start whirring. Naomi is dangling on the edge. As the owl starts to kind of like slowly tumble slightly, and that's where we're gonna end for today. Yeah. So we ran a bit over time, but that's kind of like I want to end a bit of a cliffhanger. Yeah, so that is Lady Blackbird.
All right.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for playing. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks
Hopefully
for organizing.
Soon.
Thank you for running, yeah.
Maybe we'll get picked up for a
Thank
second
you.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to ask.
Will the
improv
producers
company.
keep us on the air? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
This is in the movie.
Okay, cool. And for everyone watching live, thank you for following along as well. I've not been able to read any of your comments. I've been trying to keep a lot of things going, but we'll get to them after this. I think now we're going to open up to a bit of a more broader discussion about improv and role playing. I think this is something that I proposed to TIC because they're trying to find ways to do like improv online now, and I thought that this was like a good kind of like option. It's still slightly theatrical. There's a lot of improv skills that I feel like are applicable. Yeah.
I'm sure Miguel and I are just like.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, I'm also pretty warm. I'm like.
Oh, what happened to my hair?
This is the after hours part of the show. Hello.
Is there anywhere that we can read the comments?
I'm
I'm
pulling
assuming
up.
the people watched, Gene.
Ooh, John, you have fans.
What? Where are you looking?
Tim has been
On
relaying.
Twitch, there's a monkey wrench saying, "OMG, John so handsome, grade A hunk meat, gimme babies please."
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Of course.
Thank you, Kim.
Twitch.
How come I can't see anything?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Anyway,
refresh.
I can't see any of the comments. I'm on the Twitch now. Son of a bitch.
Oh, I see.
Ah.
Oh, I see.
Son of a bitch.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Okay. What did they say? I don't know how to find it.
Uma saying an awkward goodbye.
Awkward goodbye. It's not goodbye yet.
It's not. We're going to discuss improv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time playing. This
Oh
playing
dear.
Lady Blackbird. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, so actually that's a good question. For like people who are kind of like first time playing, not just like this like Lady Blackbird this game, but like first time playing like tabletop role playing in general. Like, what do you feel like? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, go for it, Gene.
Oh, I was gonna say I was really nervous at first because I read the PDF and there were so many things. I was like, I'm never gonna remember all of this. But then it became quite natural. Like once you know, like everyone has their own thing. And I've never played Dungeons and Dragons before. The only game I've played is Animal Crossing. So yeah, that's why I keep saying we need to do Animal Crossing improv. If anybody is interested, my Instagram username is jean.peng. You can DM me.
She's plugging herself.
Make it happen.
Like we all choose like Instagram handles. Like,
I'm just worried we'll all be like furries because they're animals.
That's cool.
Oh,
This is my second time doing a role-playing thing, and ironically, or not ironically, I guess appropriately, it's only been on Zoom. So I'm really curious what it's like when you play it live. But it's super fun, and like the crossover between improv and role-playing, I think is quite nice. And I feel like, I mean, for one, let's make it clear here, like my character was supposed to be bantery, so I was like quipping the whole time, which I was like, just nice for. But yeah, I like how it's like you yes and everything. You yes and the games, the dungeon master, the game master. You yes and your partners and everything. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it.
yeah, it's also like my second time playing RPG. Kevin's the DM for my D&D campaign, so I like it. I really want to play it in real life. I swear, like just the sheer satisfaction of rolling dice. You can't see it, but like rolling dice, I want to feel all of that, and I'm getting like so into it. I love it. I love all the. I think the thing about D&D that I really like is that I'm seeing like grown ass adults getting into something that is not racist. Or
What?
What?
Racist?
I mean, like grown ass adults getting into something that's actually good for a change, and not like, protesting being out, not being able to be outside, that kind of thing.
It's a good form of escapism.
Yes, and like I love how get into it. We get into the storytelling. We get into the character work. Like, this is my first time playing like a barbarian character, because my characters are usually like rogue or like very like those like ranger kind of characters. So it was a very nice challenge for me, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I based it basically off of like Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
One thing I would like to say about so I've not done a lot of role playing myself. I really kind of really started doing this once circuit breaker started, right? And I was like, I'm going to do it at home. I want to do something social. This is something that I've done a bit before. I want to try it out and see whether we can do it again. And I've played D&D with a bunch of these people, and I've been having a lot of fun. I hope they've been having a lot of fun as well. But yeah, like I think playing in real life, I think adds so much more. Like, I think I feel like as an improv performer myself, right? Like, I feel very constrained by this like frame. Like, I want to do so much more like theatrical things. I want to move. I want to like gesture. I want to like show what all these soldiers who are pushing me are doing. But it's so hard because like I'm kind of like stuck. I can't do much. Yeah. So I think I don't know. I would also want to play in real life. I kind of just show more of it. No.
Well, I mean, it's cool, right? I mean, because that's like D&D. I've heard it's like theater of the mind. So it's like it's like a whole trade itself to be able to describe it, and that's what I appreciate about having Zavier here, because I think Zavier by far you have the most experience in RPGs. I would say, right?
I've been playing D&D 5e for 4 years as a DM and a player.
Yes.
Yep.
I think it's quite interesting because D&D 5e is this system, Lady Blackbird, is more freeing, because as a DM and as a player, one thing you notice in D&D is that actually a lot of work is put in by the DM, and a lot of work has to be put in by the players as well. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you can feel like it's quite constraining. You can't jump into it because this thing was set up just a week ago, and then we came here not knowing anything about the characters. But at the same time, that's also like freeing for us because we can just create on the fly. Because what I do when I play D&D is because the circuit breaker thing, I've only been playing online, which is the thing. So what you do when you can't play the game is you just make like 20 characters that you never play, and then you write like 3 paragraphs of backstory, and it never comes out. But when you're making it on the fly, it has to come out. Else, how will anyone know? So yeah, I think it's very interesting. I might like play with like looser systems now instead of just sticking to 5e. Yeah, that's very interesting, very fun. Thanks for having me.
It was super fun, right? I feel like it was a good combination of like improv and what I know about role playing, because it was cool because like I didn't know going into it that the Goblin homeworld is called Goblandia. It just came to me in the moment. Like it's cool that you can do that and it becomes part of the canon, and it's great. And I look forward to playing again.
Yeah, I'm so glad that like the whole point of this game is just yes-anding each other and just like agreeing to whatever wacky stuff we all do, and like the DM even like indulging us on like, oh, okay, you want to swing from the rafters? Sure, go ahead, and like just figuring out from there. Yeah, so like just building that universe on the fly is quite an interesting experience.
I always say as a DM, like as I played, in my very limited experience, one of the most enjoyable things to see players do like the crazy, like the strange, the weird, like the outlandish ideas that like, like see them kind of like approach problems in very strange, different ways. And I love it. Like swinging from the rafters, shooting the whole like foam thing, everything like, oh wow, amazing. What an epic moment! I could see it, in the cinema of my eye. Like, I could see like everyone just coming together, lifting Cyrus in the air as he makes this like critical shot on the wow, so cool.
I also like the fact that we can choose the odds in this game. Like, there's not a lot. Like in D&D, there's like a lot in like chance and like, okay, you're whatever, you have to do your checks. But it's easier to fail in D&D than it is in this one, because you can add like you can make your odds better. So it's more fun because I mean, of course, failing is fun in a way, but like when you're doing
Kim, it's working.
Like when you're doing shit like lifting this guy into the air, it's a critical shot. Like this thing in D&D would probably not have worked.
Probably.
Yeah.
So the DM's understanding of D&D is that really cool. The rules are all just a suggestion, and that. But the thing is, the DM has to understand about failing forward and sort of indulging the players. But I think for this system, because it's looser, it's built into the system, which is like quite nice, because in D&D, when you lose, you feel like it's a mechanical thing and you do feel quite bad. But for this, it's like even if you lose, I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
On a small and slightly related note, one of the things that the company and as we were organizing this show, we got a few requests from people to have slightly more diverse casting, in particular gender. We had a little bit of trouble originally because very few female applicants asked to be part of the show. And of those that could, a combination of inexperience or scheduling issues meant that we couldn't accommodate as many as we would have liked. I think at the company we do try to be as diverse as we can, although we do encounter certain difficulties. In the improv world in particular, it skews very largely male, and I think it was a little bit of a problem. But as we have seen from today's show, I think the females more than held their own. in the thing. So it's not if you're watching this and you're thinking, hey, I could do this, you probably could, regardless of your gender or your demographic.
Yes, please, we need more. Come join us, please.
Yeah.
Join the community.
So Kim, what's coming up next for the improv company? What do we have to look forward to?
So we're probably gonna go and do a show on Tuesday. That's again on a platform called Vidprov. We found that it's a combination of both fun and interestingness. It's like the closest we get to a live stage, improvisationally speaking, while we are here in this quarantine state. And also towards the end of the show, we also often have to deal with some technical problems which make life very interesting, such as losing all video and the only sound left is mine. So that's really living life very improvisationally. So that's on Tuesday night. You can check that out. And I think we'll definitely be talking to Kevin about seeing how we can carry this forward. Well, I think as a first attempt, it's great. I think there's definitely a number of improvements we could make. And especially the audience, if you're out there and you've got comments or whatnot, and you know how to reach me, then come tell me what you thought, and then we'll take those things into consideration. If you don't know how to reach me, that's great. Then forget it.
No,
Is this a live
go and Google him and find his email and send him your comments.
Stalk him.
Like Kim just looks out of the window as everyone's like, we have comments.
DM me, I'll give you.
The Ono comic strip just came and then comments going through the window.
Nightmare come to life.
All right. Well, otherwise, I think thank you guys very much for being an awesome group, and thank you very much, audience, for hanging around. I think a couple of them actually hung around the whole entire 2 hours, which I think is quite a feat of endurance. So thank you guys for being a great audience, and thank you guys for being awesome. Hopefully, Lady Blackbird survives whatever's coming next.
Have to find out.
Who knows?
Episode.
All right. So thank you very much. We're gonna close it up here. You guys have a great week.
Cliffhanger, by the way. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Put in there.
Okay, and here we go.
Thank you.
How do I end this?